Hello. Did you hear my wrist crack just now? I hate video games. You're on the right place. Perfect place to hate video games on twitch.tv. Hello. Springtime is coming. I know this because my head feels like it's trying to implode. So yesterday, like all day, it felt like I had something just stuck in the middle of my throat. Like a physical thing. That if I just swallowed it, it would go down, but it didn't. And then, like, I started feeling really tired at night, which is why I didn't stream Dragon Age yesterday, so I was like, alright, I'll just take it easy, you know? Probably nothing serious. I woke up this morning, thankfully the throat shit went away, but then I woke up feeling dizzy. Like, you know how when you're drunk, and you move your head, and you're just like, whoa, the whole room is spinning. That was just me, just moving my head when I woke up. But I also had, like, a tension pressure headache at the same time, so it's like, oh no! And it was really nice out today. But I think the weather changing by, like, 40 degrees every other day just made my head feel like it's gonna fucking blow up. And I can't even say this is a getting old thing, because like, when I was a kid, I had such bad allergy symptoms that like, they legitimately thought that I had asthma for a while. And they were just like, no, it's just allergies, so... At least, with the world's climate being how it is, at least I don't live in the suburbs anymore. At least I don't live in a valley. Living in a city is actually very good when you have badass allergies. Luckily I don't feel dizzy anymore though. I took some medicine and then I felt better. Because I was like, God damn it! I want to look at boys today. So this is surprisingly the second game that this studio decided to give me. The first one was Genso Manage. Ew, boys. Took 2 doll boys of medicine. Bro, you say that because, like, I'm so upset. Chris got me 2 tall boys yesterday, and I want to drink them so badly, but I know if I had even a 1 sip of an alcohol, I would just fall the fuck to sleep. I would be like, oh, what's this, a little drink? That would be my head on the desk. I'd be dead.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's fine. I want to drink my tall boy so badly, but I can't, so I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee instead. Please tell me there aren't any video games tonight, if so I'm gonna freak. It's a visual novel! It's like, you can pretend like you're bettering yourself. We're reading a story. At least up to the first 8 chapters is how much I'm allowed to stream of it. Hey, you guys want some coffee? But yeah, surprisingly, this is the second game that this company decided to give me. This is the first one, Genso Manage. Whoa. I don't know why the sound alert isn't... The fucking alert isn't showing up. Wait. Oh, because I had it hidden for some reason. Hang on. Can I replay this? No, not report! What the hell? How do I replay this bitch-ass alert? Hang on. Can I do it on Streamlabs? I have to log in. Aw, fuck, I'm not logged into Aw, fuck, what's my password? I don't know my password to Streamlabs right now. I'm sorry. Thank you for the sub. But I can't choose to replay it on my OBS. And I don't want to reset my Streamlabs password right now. God damn it! Can I do it through Twitch's website? Probably not, eh? Oh, fuck. The only thing I have the option of doing is reporting you. Thanks for the sub, though. Anyway. Yeah, so I beat Genso Manage. I did that last night. Instead of play Dragon Age, I beat this fully. I got all the achievements for it. Let me tell you what I think about the roots. This was the first one I did. Leon's. He was great. Great story. Great chemistry between him and the main character. Really good. Yeah, well, we just kind of ended up with this one. And it was really good. Really, really heartfelt story. Next up I did Surge, this guy. Because I figured I would like him the least, and I was correct. He was fine as a character, no chemistry between these two. I didn't give a fuck. But you know, you gotta get it out of the way, right? You do one of these games, you gotta do all the roots. So I did this man. After that, I did Hugo. Main guy, purple hair guy. Because I figured I wouldn't really care for his thing either. I was right. I think I like Hugo, me as a person, more than I like the thought of him with her. I didn't think... For reasons that I won't get into, I feel like their dynamic is a little fucking weird. I couldn't get behind it. After that, I did, Crier, this guy. And he ended up being, maybe my top pick for this bitch. This one, really good. Really good route. After that, I did, this guy, Arnold. Childhood friend. It was fine. Definitely better than Hugo, but for other reasons, I don't know if I vibe with that, you know? Then I saved, Lucio for last, because I thought I would like him the most, and I did like him, but I don't think I liked him more than, these two, honestly. These two boys! These two roots? Best roots. Best roots right there. However, you know, I could take this one for myself. I could take this sad motherfucker for myself. And then when you do all the roots, then you get one extra special ending that you get to look at, and it was really nice. And usually I play video games that are visual novels that are meant for fucking perverts and that would get me killed if I decided to play them on Twitch. This was just a nice wholesome story. And I don't even, it sounds like I'm sarcastic when I say that, but I'm not. It was just a really nice fucking story. So anyway, I streamed that a while ago and the studio gave me a key for a game that just came out on Thursday. I'm allowed to stream up to chapter 8 for that. I don't know how much I will because I'm still feeling a little sick, but you know. You know, at least look at boys for a little bit, right? Busted my knee before I start my blue-collar job next week. How did you do that? Did you actually do anything, or did you just survive and your knee decided to blow up? In female VN, does a childhood friend run the same as male VN? Or do you get the POV from being the childhood friend? I mean, it's like pretty much the same type of concept. Like, you know, it's all different. Everyone is slightly different. This one, it surprised me. It was better than I thought it would have been for childhood friend. It was actually, like, his route, story-wise, was really captivating, but as far as pairing those two together, I don't think I do that, but I really enjoyed reading his route. It was really nicely written. Only a bit of hardcore full frontal fucking bro. For some of those routes, would have been nice. There was like nothing explicit in any of them, but there was a couple incidents of some tasteful spice. I'm just like, oh fuck. Childhood friend was good route. Girl VNs are wild. Well, I mean, yeah, I've even read boy ones where, like, you know, it could be good or it could be highly depraved. Just depends on which one you're looking at. I was talking about it with Chris the other day too, and it's funny because, like, he mentioned that he always knows when I'm either playing a porn game or if I'm playing, like, a card game. Because the laughter I do, whether or not, like... whether or not I'm either destroying someone in a card game, or I'm just, like, looking at some bitch getting raped. It's like the same, and he looks over and he's just like, oh, okay, you're playing you're playing an Alex game right now. Like, that's one of the reasons why I like playing games like that, though, is because, like, sometimes, I don't, believe it or not, I don't play porn games very often, but I like playing them because I think it's nice to experience something made by just a depraved fucking pervert, you know? It's nice experiencing something where you're just like, anything could happen. I don't know what could fucking happen, you know? It's nice. I like having this conversation with this beautiful song playing. Especially like Witcher 1, it has both. Yeah, I mean, even, you know, Witcher is tame. Witcher is quite tame compared to the experiences I'm talking about. But, you know, you're right to a degree. Anyway, that being said, I did get this game for free too, so I don't know if I don't even know if the developer looked at the first stream I did. If they're looking at this stream, thanks for the key. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody, but, you know, I'm not gonna try to act like I'm not who I am. I really like Genso Manage. I know that when I'm done streaming this next one called, Him, the Smile, and Bloom, I will be getting all the achievements for this too in my free time. Also, if you do, I don't know if this company does make porn games. If you do make any, I will gladly play those too. Nudge nudge, wink wink. I don't record Let's Play videos not streaming, but if it was a porn game that I got for free, I would have to, because I'm not gonna get Twitch banned to do it, but I'll make a video. I'll make a video, no damn problem. Alright, I gotta open this shit up. I haven't done it with headphones yet though, so I'm sorry if it's gonna be very loud. have to get this open on my OBS. What is this song? Oh, from Chrono Cross. You gonna show up? How come this goddamn thing ain't showing up, motherfuck? Try again. Game capture. This one. Show it. Why? What? I don't know why that's not showing it. Maybe I'll just do monitor capture instead or whatever. Which one would I do? Display capture? Not that one. Oh, fuck. This one. Yeah, that works. Don't yell at me, boys. Don't yell at me, boys. Hang on. Boom. Oh yeah, the other thing that I'm not allowed to show is the intro movie that plays. That plays here. Well, I'll censor it with this. I'll censor it with this, and then I'll also have to mute the audio. Excuse me. I'm a little fucked up. My throat doesn't have that weird thing in it anymore, but it still feels a little weird. Okay. All your ultimate games are mine now. Well, have fun playing them. Have fun kissing boys now. Don't ever let no one say I didn't give you nothing. So, I don't know much about this one. Other than that, I think it, like, each of these boys, they all have their own girlfriend. So instead of like one person dating each of these, you look at the relationships of each people. I don't know who the fuck their girlfriends are. I mean, I guess I'm gonna be their girlfriends. But you know what I mean. That's all I know though, is that it follows like the couple, it follows like fucking couples. I was worried it was gonna be NTR. Oh, I mean, never say never, right? We might be blessed by it. Some NTR this fine Saturday night. Let's find out. If the movie plays, I will have to censor it right away. Let me make... Yeah, okay. I know where my censor thingy is. Let's look at it! Flowers. Beautiful blooms of life that sprout forth from growing plants. Oh wait. I should move myself over a little bit. There we go. Their vivid colors enrich our souls as they display the tangible passing of seasons. Wait, let me make this music a little bit louder. Okay. He'll fill her flower if you know what I mean. I don't know nothing about no flowers. But they aren't just things of beauty. Fill flower? Oh no, I didn't see that. Oh, ew. But they aren't just things of beauty. People have attributed a variety of emotions to the image of different flowers and have raised them with love. Oh wait, fuck, hang on. I forgot I also wanted to I forgot I also wanted to put this the link to the damn game and as a pinned thing. Get it if you wanna kiss a boy, maybe. I want to pin this fucking thing. There we go. Sweet. Just a reminder too, I'm not getting paid to play this. I'm doing it for the love of the game. Gifting it to Wilder? Oh hell yeah, that's so nice of you. That's so nice. People have attributed a variety of emotions to the image of different flowers and have raised them with love. Yo, you guys remember 3DS Street Pass? How come the best game for that was the one where you grow the little stupid flowers? That was the most fun. I made so many fucking flowers from that. I want one of these Ultimate games to have a fat neckbeard Westerner that is a very nice person. Just to see them never get picked by anyone, even as a joke. If you play Arcade Spirits, there's a fat neckbeard guy in that, but that wasn't like, that was also a Western visual novel. I think he was like terminally sick or something. That game was fucked up. By the station in a certain town sits Phil Flower, a lone flower shop. Whoa. In this shop, with its array of colorful blossoms, exist stories that all stem from flowers. Oh, I see! I know that. I know a little bit about flowers. One such story is flanked by the flower of happiness, Tweedia. Is that a real flower? That sounds like a fake name. Oh, okay, so I think, whoa. So I think we're gonna get to, pick which couple we want to look at. So I guess pay attention to these descriptions, because this is probably which route we get to choose right away. Hardworking younger man and a woman afraid of love. Like what? I don't know if I'm feeling that one. Another tale revolves around the flower of gratitude, mimosa. Oh, like the drink? Like the drink that I wish I could be partaking in? Alright, well I know this guy looks like a fuckboy. So I'm already veering towards him just from like just for personal reasons. They already look like they're perfect for each other. They look like they're total fucking assholes. Our third story follows the flower of love. Anemone. Why is there a red one? Can they be different colors? I guess so, right? There's different color roses and tulips. It might be stupid. Alright. And the final tale concerns the flower of passion. Nendina. That's like vagina. Oh, this is the sexy one. This is why the flower's vagina. Alright. So it's gonna be between this one, the vagina one, and the fuckboy one. Like flashing a smile to a beautiful flower, these tales recount bittersweet days with the men who shower their beloved with affection. Whoa. I didn't think all of them would talk to me at the same time. I'm too sick for this shit. I wasn't emotionally prepared. Why is he a vagina? It's not- he's not a vagina. The name of the flower was like Bonita or something, and it reminded me of vagina. These are the tales of love and the flowers that bind them. I really hope the girls are voiced too, because I don't want to voice them. Oh shit, wait, I can't show this. Let me unmute the desktop audio. I'm gonna listen to it. Oh wait, never mind. It's not that. We're selecting the character. Okay. So, what do you guys think? Do we go with this motherfucker with the little mole on his chin, who looks like a fuckboy? Or do we go with this guy who, from the implication, he and the girl really just want to fuck each other and they can't for whatever reason? I don't care about either of these two. Do we go for this one? Or do we go for this one? You guys care? Imagine reading that line in a VO booth with 3 other guys. That'd be awesome. That'd be your job. That's something to be proud of. Kind of vagina, Nandina. Oh yeah, it was Nandina. I don't know, what did I say? These are just 4 flavors of the same boy. Isn't that men? Fuckboy, cuckboy. Are you sure you want to send this? It might be considered offensive. Can you even say you're a good Twitch chatter if you haven't been warned by Twitch for at least 10 things you've said? Do you guys care? You want to look at the fuckboy? Or do you want to look at this guy with his pussy spread out, spread wide open just for you? I have water as well as coffee. It's me. The man spreader looks promising. He's making full eye contact with you. Like his hole is puckered out. And he's not doing the little coy head tilt. He's looking straight at you. Oh, it's tough though. It's tough though. It's hard. It's hard. You know, visual novels are tough. These are tough games. Alex makes a tough decision so you don't have to. It's too tough of a decision. Now let's go for him. Let's go for Bussy Blaster. Whoa. Oh. Oh, we get to read about them. Wait, his fucking head is in the way. I can't read it! Get out of the way! Alright, what are these other ones? What? I can't read that at all! You fucking asshole! Get out of the way! Two-faced Prince Romeo. Oh shit, some fucked up shit might happen with this guy. See, if this was one of my pervert stories, you know this guy would be doing some grade A illegal shit. A natural class clown and everyone's little brother. Yeah, fuck off with that. No thank you. Whoa. He's like Darian from Sailor Moon. Honest and kind older brother figure. No. Two-faced Prince Romeo. Yeah, this guy's a total fuckboy. Calm and quiet, straight to the point. Whose shoulders? His shoulders? Whoa! He's got a tumo. Those are some football pad ass shoulders. One day Alex will stream one of her pervert stories for us. Yeah, man, I wish. Alright. I want to see this guy do some fucked up shit. I want to see him do some illegal actions. Have you seen any crazy gym goers lately? I haven't. I haven't been going to the gym as much. I've been working out at home because I've been busy at work. But Chris always sees some interesting people when he goes. There's been like a lot of people going to the gym doing like yoga and stuff, but like not. It doesn't, from what Chris says, it doesn't sound like actual yoga. It just sounds like an excuse to gyrate and pop their bussies at people. So that's pretty good. One guy is screaming "moo" between his lat pull-down sets. Oh my god. We've had a few of those occasionally. And it always feels like you should find a camera somewhere. They don't feel like real people. Yoga, the gym is for lifting heavy things and putting them down, yeah. Like, I get it to an extent, you know? Because living in a city, you might not have a big apartment, or, you know, sometimes it's just, you get into a different headspace when you go to a gym to work out. But there's a difference between doing your shit in the area you're supposed to and deciding to do it, like, where the free weights are and showing everyone your pussies. You're about to start Genosuke Sugawa's route. Yeah, let's do it. Whoa! Alright, well I assume this means that- wait, what's I don't want to return to the title screen. Wait, back. Oh. Well, what the fuck? Yep. Yeah, okay. I wanted to look at all the girlfriends, but I guess it doesn't matter. Do you want to just call her vag again? I would hope one's apartment is that big. Yeah, probably. But, I don't know, man. I'm not a yoga bitch, so I don't get the appeal to begin with. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, it can be changed later. That's interesting. Okay. Chapter 1, still in my memories. Still in my memories. I have to click? Oh, I thought the game crashed. We gotta start doing yoga in our 30s. I probably should do yoga, but I just do like body weight stretches and exercises instead. I did body weight leg exercises on Thursday, and among them I did 100 squats. And yesterday it felt like my thighs were on fire. You know, you got those good DOMs when like you sit down in a chair and you're just like, I feel pretty good now though. It was worth it. People shivered in the cold. Oh, this song's good. People shivered in the cold, hurrying past empty buildings on their way home. During New Year's, the offices are deserted, and though the solstice had already passed, I still felt the nights were getting longer. I guess that's how it is. Time passes by so quick, but work never ends! While sending another email, I check my tasks for the day. Next up, confirming and printing the contract. Got the data here. And I can't view it due to an error. The properties? Oh my god. The properties are also strange. I thought it was like proprieties. What? Please be patient with me. I am sick and also elderly. I wonder if Senpai is home yet. Will he notice if I call? With a glimmer of hope, I call my senpai, who had left work earlier. He gave me this task, so I have to follow his instructions. He's not picking up. Refusing to give up, I send him a text. Let's hope he replies soon while I'm finishing up my other tasks. So I shifted my focus to another issue, but here also I found mistakes, typos, and unfinished parts. All of this work was requested by the same senpai. I don't know what voice I should give her. I didn't think that far ahead. In a minute. In a minute. You wanna make her be really old? Should she be grandma? She's got those Naofumi Hataya sonic trumpets. Let's have her Vag be a recurring character. Yeah, I kinda like it. I kinda dig it. Ugh. She's constantly entering different mind palaces in an attempt to find someone normal who will treat her right without assaulting her like literally everyone in Hanayoi Romanesque.
Senpai, if you're gonna give me extra work, at least review it first.
My complaints echoed out into the empty office. The sound was so sparse that it brought me back to reality. I checked my phone, but there were no messages. The time display caught my eye. I stared at the clock, bringing fingers to my lips in worry. They were dry and chapped. I might not make it in time. I'll just come in early tomorrow and deal with it then. As the deadline approaches, I send another message to my senpai, grumbling as I prepare to leave.
Another day, another last train.
My name is Hervag. I work for Second Spring, an interior design office. I've worked here for just over 2 years, and I'm still at the bottom of the ladder. I'm still just a bottom. I've finally reached a point where I can take on real projects. So I took on extra tasks for training purposes to prepare for the year-end rush. It's been a little worrying getting all these tasks from my senpai, though. I know even small tasks are important, and I think it's all thanks to those tasks that I've gotten used to my job, but I decided to tidy up my desk in the name of efficiency. My eyes suddenly catch the New Year's pine decoration placed at the office entrance. What? What is... For a second I was like, a Christmas tree, but if it's New Year's, that's not it. Japan thing? Oh yeah, I guess so. I don't know, what does that look like? Like last year, the decor is stylish and cute, and the white pottery vase blends in well with the office. The Christmas tree that was up until recently was lovely, with the elegant decor the color of champagne gold. One of my hobbies is admiring flowers, especially those ordered by season. Even if I keep working overtime, those flowers will help me relax. Thank you, Phil Flower. I don't know why I thought it would be funny if Phil Spencer was in this game. Flowers in the reception area are the flowers in the reception area welcome visitors. By extension, they become the face of the office. They're delivered on a regular basis by Phil Flower, the flower shop in front of the station. When that store came to mind, so too did the guy who used to deliver flowers here. At that time, I was a newcomer, constantly overwhelmed with unfamiliar work and reception duties.
花を移動するなら窓際よりこちらの壁沿いがおすすめですね。
Okay. As I moved the flowers that were sent in, the delivery florist called out to me.
直射日光が当たると花が弱ってしまうんです。どうしてもそちらがいいですか？もしかしてデスクから受付へ行くときに邪魔なのかな？
What the fuck? Look at this guy's hand! This is just the fingers. You got the whole ass hand under there. This motherfucker got a basketball gripper. He could grip his whole skull easily. What the fuck? This guy needs to be in a yaoi game, not an otome game.
Ah, I see. I walk to the desk often. Along the wall should be good then.
気づかずすみません。僕が持ちますよ。
Big hands made for Jorkin, yeah. You know, I guess if his little Johnson is a little disappointing, you don't got to worry about a thing with one of those digits stuck up in you. Whoa, what the fuck?
ここはどうでしょう。邪魔にならない範囲だと思うんですが。
Yes, right there is fine. Thank you.
もう一つの花もバランスをとって移動しましょうか。この辺りはどうですか？
Whoa, he's doing the squats.
No, it's fine. Sorry to take up your time, Sonny.
とんでもない。帰る前に教えていただけてよかったです。ちなみに違っていたら申し訳ないのですが。
Yes, I just started here last month.
そうですよね。初めてお見かけするなと思って。お花の管理もされるなら少し説明をしてもいいですか？
So fast.
Whoa. No Google Translate for this one? No, this one's in. This one's just regular ass English.
Ah, one moment.
I took out my notes in a hurry. As a new employee, I still had a lot to learn. I flipped through the notepad. It was already full of scribbles. It took me a long time to find a blank page, but he kindly waited for me with a smile.
今お花が生けられている水の中には菌の増殖を抑える薬が入っているんです。なので基本的に水替えは必要ありません。
I'm not paying attention to anything he says. There better not be a flower watering minigame in this, because I will fail it.
もし水の濁りが気になるようなら水を取り替えてからこちらの薬剤を入れてください。裏に説明書きもありますからね。
I see. Is there anything else I should look out for?
そうだな。お花の茎がもし黒ずんでいたら変色した部分を切ってあげてください。
Give that man some big honkers and a business skirt and he would fit in any VN. What are you talking about? He isn't a VN, But I mean, it's perfectly okay if you're saying he's a pretty boy. Because he certainly is now.
日持ちするお花ではありますが、茎が腐りやすいんです。水を変えるならその時にカットしてもいいですね。
Like I said the other day, everyone in my Discord server is at least a little bit gay. It's something that just happens. You gotta embrace it.
バラの方は放っておいても大丈夫。茎を切るとしても少しだけにしてください。でもお花の状態が悪くなる前に次の配送でお伺いすると思います。
I'm gonna fail if I need to know any flower information.
基本的にお手入れの必要はありませんよ。
Sorry, Sunny.
Oh, really? That's good to know.
Just knowing that all that information just went over my head.
I'm not very knowledgeable about flowers.
そんな方で気軽に楽しんでいただけるお花をお届けしてますので
Okay.
どうぞお仕事の合間にでも眺めてみてください。自分の仕事目が疲れますしね。
You're saying computers are dying from my old ass eyes, bitch. Yeah, I keep saying new flower info is unlocked. Like, I better not fucking need to know any of it. Mama likes pretty boys and her stories. Yep. Oh my god, I almost read that as graduation. The gradation from pretty pink orange roses to faintly autumn colored maple and red plumed coxcomb is beautiful. What the hell is that? I lost track of time while gazing at his coxcomb.
This rose has a wonderful color. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
ありがとうございます。カルピディームという品種なんですよ。
Whoa! Carpe diem. And what's the name of this small flower over here?
Even when I asked about flowers that I recognized but didn't know the name of, he told me them with a smile.
これもバラですよ。ノイバラという種類です。
I heard coxcomb and zoned out the whole con.
Oh, is that so? There's a lot of different kinds, huh?
ねえ、バラは品種がたくさんあるので、ぜひ見比べて楽しんでみてください。
After explaining everything with a gentle smile, the florist went back to his delivery work. I needed to get back to work too. While thinking this, I slowly blinked and looked at the flowers, realizing that my eyes and shoulders were tense. I was nervous about learning a new task. I wonder if he noticed. The autumn flowers added color to the office. Plumed coxcomb and carpe diem, Rosa multiflora. It's like the autumn scenery is directly arranged in the vase. Such beautiful flowers. I think I'll enjoy viewing them in my spare time, just like he said.
I changed the water and added the chemicals as you suggested. They're all blooming so beautifully without wilting at all. Thank you for your advice.
I said, looking at the man who came in for the next delivery.
役に立てたのならよかった。
If your cock isn't well kept, he would want it, you know? That's true. Very true. If the next otome is about boys who work in an anime figure shop, Alex would have them all beat. What? Because of my collection? Yeah, probably. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally scrolled.
すごく元気
Oh,
ですね。
shit. I have to-
水替えしたのに花のバランスも整ってるし。
But even her pervert stories don't have cock combs. You're right, I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of that.
Before I swapped the water out, I took a picture and tried to arrange it as close to the original as possible.
頑張ってくれたんですね。茎の切り口も綺麗だし、下葉はちゃんと取ってある。花を大切に扱ってくれているのがわかります。
I'm getting paid to work in an office and play with flowers. He looked at the flowers with great care as he spoke, and for a moment I was at a loss for words. I was surprised by how gentle his gaze was. So there is someone like this who looks at flowers so tenderly.
No, it's my pleasure. Thank you for everything.
And then, with a quick bow, I heard him give a small laugh.
今後ともどうぞよろしくお願いします。
Oh. Not long after that, the delivery staff changed. He was no longer assigned to us. I had no chance of seeing him again. That was 2 years ago, so his face is a little blurry. I don't even know his name, but I remember his lovely smile and his lovely coxcomb. Twitch warns you for everything these days. It's funny. It's like a badge of honor. How you know you made a good message. And the memories of that time still motivate me to this day. I can say that I made it through my rookie years thanks to his encouragement and the beautiful flowers that decorate the office. Casually understanding the customer's feelings, explaining gently and clearly. If I can become that kind of person, clients should feel at ease in trusting me with the job, right? As an interior designer, I explain projects and develop them according to the needs of my clients. Because I want to be just like him! Alright, I'm busy, but I'll do my best. He's my goal. And I hope we meet again someday. Just as motivation overtook me, the alarm on my phone started to ring.
Oh, the last train!
I threw on my coat and dashed out of the office. Ooh, these chapters are short. Maybe we can do the other guy too. I was wondering, because it said I can go up to the end of chapter 8 per route. So like I could theoretically do all 4 of the starter routes if I wanted to. Side note, I love how it has a bleeding heart on the notice. What did Twitch mean by this? Is a heart part of their logo or something? I can't remember. Maybe it means that it makes the heart soaking wet. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with messages like that. In mid-January, during a meeting with my senpai, I was told something unexpected. Miss Nonaka is a new employee who recently joined the company. She broke a bone during New Year's break. Oh fuck, she's just like you, Robo. She's been out of the office for a while, working remotely. So I was expecting her tasks to be reassigned.
What's this? A refurbishment project for Phil Flower?
Yeah, he said he busted his knee right before his new job.
This is the shop where we regularly order flowers for delivery, isn't it? Our staff always delivers them directly.
Oh, そういえばそんなこと言ってたかも。定期で花頼んでるから店の本社からうちに依頼あったらしいよ。
I didn't know that such a project was in the works. I was surprised when I read the material. Oh my god, the Sakuraga Mori store is being refurbished. Isn't that the store that always delivers flowers to us? I knew Phil Flower was expanding its chain, but I didn't know that was their first store. They wanted to refurbish the interior because the number of staff and floral materials had increased. What did I miss, mate? Yeah, there's an employee who just started who broke a bone, so she has to take off work. That's you. That's just like you. They do have a lot of stores and staff. With that many locations, there will probably be staff transfers. I thought for a moment that I might be able to meet that man, but it seems unlikely after all.
知ってる店なら話が早い。次の打ち合わせまでに提案書作ってよ。野中が途中までやってたはずだから。
Do you have a record of our last meeting or any pictures of the current store?
野中の作ったやつを適当に整えれば OK だから。
OK だから。
I wonder if Miss Nonaka took notes. But I still have to go to the site after that.
打ち合わせ来週だから急ぎでね。じゃ、よろしく。
Next week? Yes, of course!
I'm taken aback by the sudden turn of events. As always, my senpai acted like it was no big deal at all. But since it's for a shop that always delivers beautiful flowers, I decided to put my all into it. I decided to put my whole puss into this one. The client wants to create a warm and welcoming atmosphere, showcase their unique personality, and improve traffic flow. Good, a worthwhile task. Let's do our best.
I'm back!
あれ 帰ったんじゃないの？
Well, I went to check out the current Phil Flower store. I went as a customer and bought some flowers.
そう。じゃあ俺帰るから。
Thank you for your hard work.
Her old badge. I senpai left the office without even looking at the flowers. A bouquet of purple ranunculus and hyacinths. I know this one, but I don't know how to pronounce it because I've never had to say it before. I think it's very nice and chic. Arranging the flowers in the vase I'd bought, I placed it by the desk. Hyacinth. Whoa. Howdy doody. When I mentioned I was decorating our office desk, the staff kindly bundled the flowers into a small arrangement. Thanks to them, I could enjoy these beautiful flower colors while I work. This may be the first time I've seen a ranunculus in this color. I don't know what that is. It was my mother's influence that made me so fond of flowers. Though if you ask me what I know about them, not much. I just enjoy cut flowers every now and then in my free time. Oh, you hear that? You hear that? She likes them cut. But I should take this opportunity to learn more. My mood greatly shifted as I adopted a new attitude towards my work. Yeah, I can do this. Let's continue working on the proposal. Going to the actual place really helps form an image. The clientele is expectantly diverse, and I want to emphasize that all are welcome. The initial proposal was just a template copy, so I made it brighter, more open, and showcased Phil Flower's uniqueness. This was my first flower shop assignment. I've seen examples in my school curriculum, but it was a different story when it came to actually doing it. I studied until my brain was fried trying to learn everything about the floral business from scratch. While the store ambiance and product display is important, we must not forget that flowers are living things. Just like what that florist taught me, he said that direct sunlight can wilt the flowers. Paying attention to lighting placements, I detail the flow of movement. I wish I could, like, see the flowers I was working on for this. I don't like this scene because, like, fucking 90% of the screen is just white. This is not an interesting scene. This crap. They want to improve the flow of staff without changing much of the exterior. Since this is their wish, I must keep that in mind. While referencing the data, I tentatively placed the flower buckets and recreated the layout in 3D. I want to make something that satisfies both the customers and the staff. And that man, too. When I casually glanced at the side of the desk, I noticed the flowers I'd just placed there. I touched them lightly with the tip of my finger. They swayed slightly, as if laughing.
Cute.
I continued my work and, encouraged by the flowers, it didn't go badly at all.
Thank you for your hard work. How was the data I sent you yesterday?
あれね。てかさ、いつもの発注先で扱ってない内装材はダメだって。手間ばっか増えるんだから。俺のいつも使ってるテンプレあるから、それで直しとくよ。客からは評判いいし。照明もこんなめんどくさくて高い LED にする必要ある？いつものやつでいいでしょ。その予算分はいい感じのインテリアを追加で。
Damn, looks like you just hate my work then, huh?
But this client is a florist. The reason I chose LED lighting is...
直しとくからいいよ。お疲れさん。
This document alone isn't...
大丈夫だって。明日の打ち合わせよろしく。
Arvach, come on, get a backbone.
Right.
I didn't attend the initial meeting, so I hope this will do. Well, I've done all I can. I visited Phil Flower Sakuraga Mori store once again for the meeting. It feels like there are even more flowers than the last time I came. It's just like spring in here. I remember being told that winter is a good season to buy cut flowers because they last longer. Maybe I'll buy one on the way home, if the meeting goes well. A variety of tulips and ornamental kale leaves, wait. There's ornamental kale? What? I don't think, even now that I say that, I don't think I've ever eaten kale. What's kale like? Is it like, for some reason I imagine kale tasting like sour spinach. I didn't even know they sold ornamental kale. I know you can buy like ornamental cabbage. Some people in my neighborhood have ornamental cabbage outside, and when I walk by it, I just want to take a big bite. I just want to take a big bite of it. Just go. Make myself an ornamental salad. Kale was originally just ornamental? Really? Interesting. I've seen people like lightly oil kale and put some salt on it and bake it and turn it into kale chips. I feel like I would like that. Oh, Pizza Hut had ornamental kale in the salad bar? I've never gotten a salad from Pizza Hut. The most I went to Pizza Hut was when I was in elementary school, and I would get the coupons for the free personal pizza for doing a lot of book reports. I like Pizza Hut pizza. It's utter trash, but it's good as hell. A variety of tulips and the ornamental kale leaves dyed in pink are so cute and eye-catching. No retarded GF to call my little ornamental cabbage. Why ornamental cabbage? It's just fun looking at the colorful flowers from outside the store. Do you want to take a big bite of her? Too much bread, I'm a Papa John boy. See, I feel like that's the opposite. I feel like Papa John has too much bread. For me, ranking-wise, for like the fucking fast food pizza joints, Papa John's is at the bottom, then comes Domino's, and then at the top is Pizza Hut. None of them are that great, but a Pizza Hut pizza is just like that grade A top tier trash. For Domino's, I prefer just to get the cheesy bread. Or that, like, vegetable sandwich. The vegetable sandwich is pretty good, but it's also fucking oily. It's just fun looking at all the colorful flowers from outside the store. As I stand there, two women walk past me, chatting away. Oh my god, we got some Fujos.
Whoa.
Are they customers? They're looking at Phil Flower. And what did they say? There's a prince in the flower shop. Ah, right! Whoa! As I enter the store, I'm greeted by a staff member near the door. The woman who had helped us during our previous visit was nowhere to be seen today. This guy seems sleepy. I think he might be the same voice actor as the guy who did Luciole from Genso Manage. Sounds familiar. Fujos, or as we call him around here, Alex's. No, I'm not that much of, because Fujo implies like male on male lover, right? I'm not that into yaois. I mean, you know, they're fine. But, you know, it ain't my preference. It ain't my preference now. Alex is all over the place here. After saying that, he went into the back. I looked around as I waited. Usually means Rotten Girl and is normally just a BL reader. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've partaken. But, you know, as a bitch, you can't really self-insert with a... You can't really self-insert with a yaoi. As expected, it has a very nice atmosphere. there are a lot of things, but it doesn't look cluttered at all. Because it's cleaned thoroughly and the flowers are beautifully arranged. Only Phil Flower could create this kind of atmosphere. I pondered to myself, clutching at my bag. Alex only self-inserts with rants. See, Rance is like the same type of protagonist as Dark Schneider, where they're both such shitheads, but it's just like, damn, that's admirable. They could get it. I'm excited too. The Rance 3 remake is officially coming out through Manga Gamer at the end of the month, at the end of March. And I'm hoping that means that they'll make a physical edition of that too, because I want that. I have all the other physical Rants editions. Every time they make one, I'm gonna buy it. So they better fucking release one for 3, because I don't want to buy it digitally. I want to buy the physical. Oh, Dark Schneider wins, hands down. Rance doesn't stand a chance against Dark Schneider. Though my senpai had rejected my proposal, I had still brought the original documents from before the changes were made. I don't want to confuse the client, though. Today I'll explain using the materials that were approved by my senpai. As I sorted out my feelings, I made eye contact with some women outside. It was the 2 girls who were hesitating to enter earlier. Oh, they left. I thought the staff member I just talked to was the prince, but maybe not. Eventually, the staff member returned with another taller staff member who invited us further in. Whoa. His happy face. The top of his lip is way too close to the bottom of his nose. His mouth needs to be just like dragged down ever so slightly.
Thank you for taking the time to meet with us. I look forward to working with you.
We exchanged light greetings and entered the backyard. Firuflower. Alex wants to look a store clerk in the eye as she buys Rants. I mean, I would, but you can only get them through Manga Gamer's website. But yeah, if I could fucking buy Rants at like GameStop or something, I would do it. No problem. No problem there.
I'm Hervad from Second Spring. It's nice to meet you. I see. So even florists have assigned clients.
Yes, I am buying this pornography and I'm going to engage in small talk with you as I do. The Chad move in GameStop is coming in and asking for the Playboy game. I didn't even know there was a Playboy game for Xbox. If anyone did that while I worked at GameStop, I would just laugh and be like, hell yeah. What do you do in this game?
Is that the prince then? I just happened to overhear the gossip outside.
Oh damn, the senior employee's a little gay. I remember before I started working at the GameStop that I worked at, I reserved the special edition of Catherine at it. And it was funny because, like, you know, it's fucking Catherine, right? And it was the PS3 one, so it had, like, Catherine with, like, see Catherine with her big ol' fucking cleavo on it. And it was funny because, like, I was the only one who had reserved the special edition at that GameStop. So, like, Until I was able to show up and pick it up, which was like that afternoon. They had it just like on display behind the register. And like a couple people like came in asking about it. Cause they were like, oh man, I was like embarrassed to reserve it, but now that I see it, I kinda want it, but I feel kinda shameful for it. And it was just funny because like they knew that I had been the one to reserve it. Like they had dudes being like, oh fuck, I'm a little embarrassed to get this game. And I come waltzing in being like, that's my collector's edition. Did you get the body pillow? Yeah, it didn't come with a body pillow. That one had the boxers, and it also had the t-shirt that I'm wearing as pajama shirt. I'm wearing the t-shirt right now. The one that's the white shirt with like the hearts on it that says empty. I've just used it as a PJ shirt. I don't use the boxers though. That's a little weird. That just stays in the box. Some Alex dude coming in for his titty game, what a loser. Well, I mean, on the thing, it's like Alexandria, so it's not as if it's obviously a guy's name. It's obviously a girl's name. But I mean, you know, they knew me at that GameStop anyway. But like, for reserves and shit, I think it's you have up to 2 or 3 days to pick your stuff up. Otherwise, they have the right to sell it afterwards. So like they definitely had a few people who were hoping that I wouldn't pick it up so that they could buy it. Sucks to suck, motherfucker. Should have reserved it, bitch. While he's speaking, I hear the sound of a door open behind me. At that moment, the smell of flowers fills the air. What? The whole thing would smell of flowers anyway. You're at a flower store. A strange feeling came over me. My heart was racing. I looked back and... Oh, he's right there. Damn. Yo! Her Vaj's eyes locked full into his titties. That's the center view. She doesn't give a fuck about his face. She's all about those breasts. God damn. Oh, okay. I'm at a loss for words. My eyes widen in surprise. No way! The person I was hoping to one day see again was standing right there, holding a large bouquet. I never thought such a miracle would happen, to meet once more. When our eyes meet, he gives me a soft smile. His gesture matched the memories I have of that florist.
Gin, その大きなブーケどうしたんだ?
贈答用にって言われて作ってたんだけど、その間にお客様に急用の電話が入っちゃったんだ。2、3時間で戻るって言われたから、バックヤードで保管しておこうと思ってさ。
Suddenly, my mind went blank.
あ、ご挨拶が遅れてすみません。前回とは別の方ですね。はじめまして、フィルフラワーの須川銀之介です。
The bouquet was so large he had to hold it in his arms. He placed it into a nearby empty flower bucket. Didn't seem that big. Wait, he just said nice to meet you. Oh my god, look at this fucking sassy bitch. Maybe he's a different person? But this atmosphere...
Ah, I'm sorry. I'm Hervaj from Second Spring. It's nice to meet you, Sonny.
なんだ、イケメンだから見とれたのか?
Senpai, that's not the issue here.
だって王子が誰か気にしてたしさ。これがうちの店の王子です。見とれていただいても大丈夫ですよ。
はい。減りませんのでいくらでもどうぞ。冗談です。急に入ってきて驚きましたよね。
I know, right? He belongs in a yaoi game. He shouldn't be in an otome game. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even think of a good reply. We've met before makes for an awkward conversation starter. Just say it. What the fuck? Unable to do anything but force a smile, I dive straight into the meeting. What should I do? Even if I try not to, I end up thinking about it. Just say it. The fuck? I admire this florist, and I've been wanting to see him again.
前回いらした野中さんは今日はいらっしゃらないんですね。
実は骨折っちゃいましてポキポキと。なので代わりに彼女が入ったわけです。
へえ、そうなんですね。
No, I need to forget about it for now. I have to focus on my work.
Well then, let us begin.
I present the documents and explain each one. Even though my senpai had rewritten most of the documents, the width was still my job. So I tried to speak as politely and clearly as possible.
これが今回のリニューアル用の資料で本当に合ってます？
When he finished looking over the materials, his expression suddenly changed.
Huh?
残念ですが、前回のお打ち合わせで相談させていただいた内容が全く反映されてないように思いました。
銀、ちょっと。
資料を作成いただく際に少しでも花屋の下調べしました。この照明にこの配置で本当に最良だと思いますか？
I couldn't say anything, and next to me my senpai was also struggling to respond.
それは。
Call me a drooling motherfucker. I'm trying to fucking this up for me.
動線の改善もお願いしてたのに、これじゃますます悪化してますよね。特にこれ。なんでここに作業台を置こうと思ったんです？
I wasn't the only one surprised by his harsh tone. We were shocked and confused. It looked like Mr. Ichige was also flustered.
店内で水を扱わない店ならいいのかもしれませんけど、テンプレ資料そのままって感じ。これで仕事取れるんなら楽ですよね。
I think you're just gonna have to punish us then, aren't you, Ginosuke?
Seeing the documents being rejected so coldly oh my god. Seeing the documents being rejected so coldly makes my hands tremble, and I couldn't help but notice his face and voice. When I saw his smile earlier, I thought for sure it was him. But his expression right now is like a completely different person. Bro, he's just angry. Like, what? But at the same time, there's part of me that thinks he's right. Under the desk, I tightly gripped the documents that were rejected by Senpai. Show him!
I apologize.
いえ、こちらこそ、ぶしつけな言葉で失礼いたしました。今のは、なんというか。
What is he doing?
もう一案、お願いしたいというか。
He's gonna... Just imagining him, like, starting to fucking, like, suck his finger and just going like... in the middle of the conversation.
そもそも前回の打ち合わせでもろくにメモも取らず適当に聞いてたでしょ。やっぱ話聞いてなかったんだなって今思ったよ。僕、壁紙の色は変えたいって言ったのにさ。これ、今の店舗の色と同じでしょ。その上この照明。これじゃ花の色が。
You better be talking to my fucking superior and not me.
わざ
I
わざ
wasn't
リ
even
ニューアル
there.
する意味がないよ。何を考えて資料を作ったのか全く理解できない。
銀、さすがにそれは。
Why are they speaking Japanese? This is America and English is the official language here now. Well, we're not in Japan. We're not in America. We are in Japan. I said the opposite of what I wanted to say. Next to me, my senpai sat in silence, face pale. He was probably thinking the same thing as me. Since it's come to this, I wouldn't be surprised if they canceled their request entirely. What should I do? Show them! It can't go on like this. I wasn't prepared enough? What? Say this, right? This will hopefully show the fucking papers. This won't do. I should follow up at least a little.
I'm very sorry. We deeply apologize for betraying the trust you placed in our company. Regarding the wallpaper materials, we have additional ones here. Could you please check them?
I take out the interior materials. That's a weird string of words to say. The interior materials from the file I'm holding and present them.
These three colors have a soft and warm hue. Since it's made of a water-repellent material, it's suitable for use around water.
サンプルはないの？
Yes, here it is. Please consider it.
Thank goodness I got to show him the sample. Knowing there's still a chance to recover, I pull myself together.
Allow me to clarify the placement of the workbench you mentioned. The reason for the substantial move from the current location is to create space for the dried flowers. With the refurbishment, you were planning to add more fresh flower vases, weren't you?
そうだよ。
Well, what if we put the dried flowers mainly on the walls and ceiling and had the fresh flower boundary clearly defined?
でもこれじゃお客さんから作業台が丸見えだよ。作業しているところはなるべく隠したい。
How about this area? If we move this area, or if we move this over here and use this folding screen.
I show him by... Oh. She just drew on my brain. She just drew in my wrinkles. What the fuck? We're in Phoenix, right? California. Yeah, eat your cheeseburgers. Don't forget to eat your cheeseburgers, Phoenix. I love jelly donuts. I show him by drawing on the diagram, but his expression remains clouded.
言いたいことはわかるけど、これじゃ全体図が見えてこない。今説明した意図と資料が食い違っているよね。
That's correct. My apologies again. We will prepare and send the corrected documents as soon as possible.
さっき言っていつ？
We'll send it to you tomorrow.
それは今言った箇所を直すだけなら、でしょ？まだまだ直すところはあるから。
He said, laughing quietly. It was as if he could see right through me, like he knew I was desperate to regain his trust. A smile that was so prince-like. Now it just looks like a malicious grin. After that, Mr. Sugawa repeated his harsh criticism, with Mr. Ichige's earnest follow-ups in between. Over and over again, the same events repeated, and the documents became completely black with writing.
では、今日はこの辺り
Damn,
に
my
しましょうか。
superior fucking sucks. 8-year-old protag, With them, oh my god, I can't read. When the meeting ended, Senpai and I were completely exhausted. Of course, we couldn't let it show on our faces. The florist I admired, he was totally different than the person I remember. It was 2 years ago. I might be mistaken, it could be someone else. No, I want to believe it's someone else. Being scolded so harshly, I ended up thinking that. I wanted to keep him as a beautiful memory, maybe I'm just being naive, but anyway, work is work. The fact is, I couldn't propose what the client wanted. We rise from our chairs, exchanging closing greetings, and bow deeply once more.
この度は大変申し訳ございませんでした。
We're terribly sorry.
Then, different from before, a calm and earnest voice came into my ears.
あんたたちのデザインと同じで、花は僕らの商売道具なんだよ。大切に扱ってくれているかどうかはすぐにわかる。会社同士の付き合いとか関係ない。
I think I can... make these look.
何？
花言葉。
覚えてるに決まってる。
気が向いたら。
あら、お客様かしら。
いいっすか？
こちらこそ親身になっ
There's
て
women in this game that's not me.
ありが
次に適当な提案を持ってきたら、別の事務所に依頼するからそのつもりで。時間はかかってもいいから、フィルフラワーの新しい店を考えてきてください。
His words are more than enough to convey his feelings. Can it be
頑
louder?
張ってくれたんですね。茎の切り口も綺麗だし、下葉はちゃんと取ってある。
Make that shit louder, I think. Raise the master up.
花を大切に扱ってくれているの
Whoa,
がわかりま
that's
す。
a little better.
花屋としてすごく嬉しいです。
Ah, I knew it was him. Flowers are important, that's why I must become both gentle and strict for the sake of the flowers. And the person I admire. This girl... She had a crush on this guy for 2 years and only saw him like a handful of times? Has she gotten piped since then? Let's see. The next flower shop is, Alex is fully embodying the character by turning the TV volume all the way up. Yeah. No captions, just fucking crank that shit so you can hear it from outside. I walk briskly, reading the map on my phone. It seemed like I was less than 5 minutes away. When I stopped to think about it, there are quite a few flower shops in this town. The paper bag tucked under my arm was filled with several flower bouquets. The full flower meeting was a few days ago. I was using my day off to visit various flower shops. Naturally, my senpai wasn't with me. He took advantage of the increase in new projects and withdrew from the case. Even though he acted like nothing happened, it seems like that meeting really got to him. I mean, it fucking should. It's just not my thing, he said. Well, that's just typical. I, on the other hand, am all fired up. This time I'll definitely submit a proposal that they'll like. I read through the reference materials and checked case studies to prepare. I got opinions from people in the office because relying solely on my own perspective would be biased. And now I'm doing research by visiting actual flower shops. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this. Now I just need to create a layout that can handle a variety of situations. For that reason, it was important to see what actual flower shops looked like. Seeing customers and staff moving around in the store is more informative than any document. I see. As I was taking notes to help me remember, I suddenly noticed. Huh? It's Mr. Sugawa! A short distance away, I saw his familiar chiseled face. How many shirts is this boy wearing? Wearing a turtleneck, and a button-up, and a coat? This guy gotta be hot as hell under all that. But I guess if it... Nah. Never mind. I guess if it's January, that makes sense. Maybe he's meeting up with someone. It's a popular meeting spot near the terminal station, so that might be the case. He hadn't seemed to notice me yet. He was just looking down at his phone. I wonder if I should call to him, but this must be his day off too. If it was, I'd probably be bothering him. But what if he finds out that I saw him and just ignored him? Maybe just a casual greeting. And then, right as I was hesitating, it happened! We made eye contact! While processing this, I instinctively looked the other way. What am I doing? I know I'm hesitating, but this is too obvious. What should I do? Should I say something? I prepare myself to make the first move, but...
Ginnosuke, omatase.
Who the fuck is that? I'm gonna fucking kill her!
The sight of a slender, beautiful woman running towards him stopped me in my tracks. Mr. Sugawa's face instantly turned into a smile.
外で下の名前で呼ばないでって僕いつも言ってますよね。
あら、いいじゃない。いつものことでしょ。それより、待たせちゃったわよね。ごめんなさい。
急がなくてもよかったのに。僕も店に寄ってから行くって連絡したでしょ。
そんなこと言って、私に合わせてくれたの分かってるわよ。ありがとう。
That better be your sister, I swear to fucking God. I guess he was waiting for someone after all. Could it be her? Mr. Sugawa was pretty towering, but she was fairly tall too. The two standing with their model-like figures inevitably attracted attention. Wearing heels and being that tall, she must be much taller than me, even without them. As I pondered her height, the two began to walk together. I thought they looked like the perfect couple, with a close and comfortable atmosphere. It might have been my imagination that our eyes met. I can just say something the next time we meet, right? But what should I say? Were you out with your girlfriend? That would sound weird, wouldn't it? As I looked at their backs to check once more, a pang of pain shot through my chest. Sugawa, he had the same smile when he came to deliver flowers. A gentle, soft smile. Seeing that smile makes me want to smile too. He must be popular. He is a prince after all. As I lost sight of Mr. Sugawa, I came. It's none of my business. My goal is to submit a satisfactory proposal and to perfectly complete the plans for the new Phil Flower store. I'm gonna do such a good job it'll leave Mr. Sugawa, who always speaks his mind, speechless. For some reason, the image of those two was burned into my mind. I shook my head to try and forget. And switching gears, I moved on to the next flower shop. Girl, you cucking yourself. Oh my god, Two-Face Prince, what the fuck? What the fuck? He's using those big yaoi hands for evil deeds. I was the only one at the Phil Flower meeting today. After confirming the designs by mail... Even a clip asshole. After confirming the designs by mail and email first, they agreed to have another meeting. Mail and email? What the fuck? That's inefficient. Because I really wanted to speak to them in person. After all, subtle nuances are hard to convey, unless you're face to face. So as a token of my gratitude, I bought them sandwiches from a popular shop in front of the station. But I wonder if they'll like them. Uneasy, I waited for Mr. Ichige and Mr. Sugawa to arrive.
お待たせしました。
I'd like to imagine she's so nervous she accidentally eats all of the sandwiches. As she's sitting there waiting for them, like, oh, I hope they like them. Oh fuck, they're all gone.
Thank you for your time.
いやー、わざわざご足労いただいてすみません。
Oh, that was insincere as hell.
郵送とか、なんだったらデータでもよかったんですけど。
こら銀。すみません。失礼な態度を。
No, it's all right. Besides, I'm the one inconveniencing you.
ですが、前回もかなりきつい言い方をしてしまったので、気にしておいででしょう。
No, it's all right. I'm glad you gave me such honest feedback. I know I came at such a busy time, so I bought you something.
これ、駅前のカフェのサンドイッチですね。お気遣いありがとうございます。よかったな、銀。昼飯、まだだったんだ。
I hope you don't have any food allergies.
卵サンドは
Yes, there are. I bought drinks too, so please enjoy them while you look over the materials.
そう、ならもらってあげる。
This motherfucker eating
元
eggs.
気なやつだな。
You know he gonna be farting. Thank goodness, they seem pleased.
Their egg sandwiches are delicious, aren't they? I've tried all their other sandwiches, but the egg was my favorite.
全種類食べた。
Yes, I love that cafe. Before I came here, I had something to eat too. An egg sandwich and a BLT.
Oh my god, her vag, you gonna get fat.
しかも2つずいぶん食べる。それはいいとして、準備万端に差し入れまで持ってきたってことは、今回は自信があるってことでいい？
Yes, I wanted to speak in person to properly explain things.
わかった。じゃあ見せて。この前からの改善箇所、説明できるよね。
Of course.
I trace around each drawing as I show them.
The theme here is a space that warmly welcomes guests. I've chosen a softer color scheme for the interior to ensure that customers feel at ease when they enter. However, I thought that alone might dull the impression of your beautiful flowers. Therefore, I'd like to create a gradient by incorporating chic-colored interiors and flower buckets. As well as those mentioned last time, the fresh flowers, dried flowers, vases, miscellaneous goods, and such. I've arranged it in a way so customers can easily understand what kind of store this is at a glance.
それがこの色分け？
Yes, it roughly reflects the proportion of products handled in the current store.
そうだね。大体合ってる。
The flow of movement is indicated by the arrows. This is the staff's route, and this is the customer's route. This is during normal times, and this is during peak times. I believe the areas you wanted to improve have been addressed. What do you think?
そうそう。今の状態だと、スタッフ同士すれ違う際にぶつかることもあって不便だ。この案なら 混んでる時でもスムーズに行き来ができそうですね。
Smooth. Oh.
悪くないんじゃない？で、照明は？
We've changed the lighting to something that allows you to adjust the wavelength. It's a high color rendering LED commonly used in flower shops, now with added correction capabilities.
ああ、知ってる。本来の色味を引き立ててくれるやつだよね。それ、外の天気に合わせてこっちでも調整できる。
It's a color changing thing, stupid, obviously.
Yes, you can. You can also preset it on the remote control. I have more detailed documentation here. Please have a look.
了解。だったらいいかな。ねえ、レイアウト。僕が要望した箇所以外も少しいじったでしょ。
I rearranged the workbench to create a space for taking photos.
それ助かります。店の SNS 用の写真を撮るとき、いつも背景に道具類が映り込んでしまって困ってたんです。
Oh, the social media. You gotta remember that. You want a good business.
I thought it'd be a good idea to take the opportunity to reduce that kind of stress. It was also hindering the flow of traffic. I have another layout for what Mr. Sugawa requested. Right here.
いや、あんたの出してくれた方でいいよ。
Thank you. The list of material samples is here, so please take a look.
この壁紙にこの床か。
まあ、旧大点かな。
I couldn't believe my ears at first. I thought it would be another storm of questions and explanations just like last time, but Mr. Sugawa agreed so easily.
旧大点良くなったって言えばいいのに素直じゃないな。
Is it really?
もちろんです。こいつはこう言ってますが、前回指摘したところが全部治ってるんだからすごいですよ。むしろ想像以上のご提案をいただいて、この短期間でここ
Yeah,
ま
it's
で変
almost
わ
as
るなん
if my
て
fucking
驚き
superior
ました。
sucks dick.
But not like how I suck dick.
よっぽど
Call
花
me
屋に
the
ついて
gummer.
勉強されたんじゃないですか。
I was just doing my job after all. I'm sorry I didn't work as hard last time.
I ended up all flustered by their praise, feeling nervous. That and Mr. Sugawa kept looking right at me. He then quietly asks,
あんたさ、これ本当は先週の時点でほぼできてたんじゃない？
どういうことだ？
前のデザイン案、別の人の名前があったよね。この前うちに来たもう一人。
let's get him
あ
fired.
れ先輩？
Let's fucking kill him. That's correct.
やっぱりね。大方先輩に押し切られて自分の意見はほとんど反映できてなかったんでしょう。今度からあんたが本当にいいと思ったものを出して、そっちの事情はうちには関係ないんだから。
this guy's face. This guy's more zonked out than I am right now.
おい、またお前はそんな言い方を。
I felt embarrassed and guilty being found out like that. But more than anything, I felt a sudden rush of joy. Mr. Sugawa's expression and tone had changed. A face that's neither irritated, feeling his precious flowers are being belittled, nor resembling the kind, gentle face of a florist. A straight and serious face.
Oh, thank God he's straight.
Throw him right under the bus. Benadryl PM face. Yeah, let's just fucking get our fucking supervisor fired, bitch ass. I was able to have a proper conversation. I was able to create something that was recognized.
It's exactly as Mr. Sugawa said. I will be in charge of this case, so I will take responsibility and handle it from now on.
これからは責任を持って。そうじゃなきゃ困るよ。やっとスタートラインに立ったところなんだから。
Leave it to me, Sonny!
I inadvertently raised my voice, but Mr. Sugawa just smiles quietly without a complaint.
いい返事。ね、これで OK 出すと思わないでよね。確かに照明や動線は良くなったけど、ここと、あとここはどうにかして。
Are you talking about the shelf height? I saw some shelves of the same height in other stores, and they were easy to see.
あんたが見に行った店舗ってどこの？どうせターミナル駅の若者向けの店じゃないの？
As expected, you're well informed. I also happened to take some pictures.
Straight, I'm out. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're a girl. We're a girl. So it's okay. It's okay. It works out in our favor. When I show the photo on my phone, Mr. Sugawa nods, not at all surprised.
ああ、思った通り。この辺りの駅の花屋ならこれで良かったかもね。でもうちの場合、都心だけど年齢層の高いお客様も多いんだよ。
How old are we talking? Like, is that you find them repulsive or something? Oh, they can't see the flowers in the back from here, can they?
そういうこと。あんたの目線だけで考えないで、老若男女、いろんなお客様の目線に立ってから決めて。
I understand. I'll make improvements. And what should we do with this shelf?
こっちはそのままでいいよ。特に邪魔にならないと思う。あ、そういえば床の素材なんだけど、少し気になる。これじゃ摩耗が激しくない？汚れが目立たないのはありがたいけどさ。
This isn't made of natural materials, so I believe it's quite durable. There's an explanation at the back of this document.
なるほどね。
Suddenly, the store phone rang.
おっと。俺が出る。二人は続けてて。
Mr. Ichige said that, but our conversation dried up after he left.
Oh my god, I'm not. It's the only thing that's dry around here, though, I gotta say.
お待たせしました。フィルフラワーでございます。ああ、花川さん。お世話になっています。
花川さん？嫌な予感するな。
Is something the matter?
今北斗さんが話してる相手、花農家さんなんだよ。来週末に僕と北斗さんで仕入れに行く予定なの。
You don't buy your flowers from the market?
へえ、仕入れのことまで勉強してきたの？
I just noticed it while I was researching. You go buy from the market in the early morning, like fish stores.
Oh,
まあその通り。普段は本社の担当が夏季市場に仕入れに行って、それを各店舗に送ってもらってる。でもうちの場合は時々つてのある農家さんから季節の花を直接仕入れることがあるんだよ。
That's straight up. No, 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 no. That's not dried at all. I see. Getting to directly see and purchase flowers from the farmers seems like a luxury.
贅沢？そこは大変だなでしょ。
I guess so. But for someone like me who doesn't usually get the chance to see a farm, I think it's nice to go and see one in person.
Ask me for a date at the farm.
はい。実は俺も最近の天気を見て気になってたんです。ええ、わかりました。では今週末に。
北斗さん、花川さんなんだって？
ここ数日気温が高い日が続いただろう。その影響で花の開花予定が早まったそうだ。
やっぱりか。
あ、すみません。話の腰を折ってしまって。
No, please continue if you'd like. I am also interested in the procurement process.
そうそう。勉強になるしちょうどいいよ。
銀が言うことじゃないと思うが。じゃあ失礼して。花川さんのところの仕入れの予定、今週に繰り上げることになった。
了解。僕はいいけど、北斗さん確か予定があるって言ってたよね。
そうなんだよな。どうしても外せなくて。だからといって銀を一人で行かせるのもな。
You got 2 other employees, don't you?
そうだね。人手はあった方がいいけど。天野は？
天野は？
あいつはシフトが入ってるから動かせないな。次のワークショップの準備もあるし。
じゃあ渡るくんは大学のテスト期間か。他のメ
I'm
ンバー
going
も
to
厳
the
しそうだ
farm
ね。
with you.
今年のミモザは出来が良さそうだから逃したくないんだけどな。
Oh, the flowers you're buying are mimosas.
そうだけどミモザがそんなに珍しい？
Isn't it a bit early for the mimosa season? Or should I say, unusual?
ああ、そうですね。うちは少し早めに。だいたい2月の
Not
中
hear
旬
what they
頃
just
から
said.
店頭に並べるん
Blooming
です。
faster.
人気の高い花なので、置いておくと喜ばれますし。
Never too early for mimosas. Oh, freaking hell yeah. Nodding, I can't help but imagine. Rows of mimosa trees, a bright and vivid yellow that seems to call for spring. Even a single branch is beautiful enough to make the heart leap. So, how much better to see them lined up in a field?
I like mimosas too.
へえあんたにも好きな花とかあったんだ
Brunch starts at 6 a.m., you know, for grandma? Hell yeah. She waking up at 3. This is a bit annoying after all. I don't mind being told harsh things about my work, but isn't my taste in flowers my own business?
Of course I do. Is that a problem?
悪いとは言ってないじゃんてっきり花より団子タイプかと思っただけさっき2つもサンド食べたとか言ってたし
Whoa.
I didn't eat breakfast, so I was hungry. But I like dumplings too.
ああそうどっちも好きってことね
What does that have to do with what
で
we're
もそう
talking
か
about?
あんたも好きな花なんだ
I thought this guy wasn't mean, just diligent and strict with work. But maybe he's a bit mean after all. He's different from the person I'd always imagined. Bitch, there's a difference between someone's personality when they're at work and their actual personality. That's because I created an idealized image of the person I admired. Maybe this was for the best. Through casual conversation, the feelings of unease that were lingering in my heart began to clear up. Of course, I admired Mr. Sugawa's work ethic, but it felt like a line had finally been drawn. Why? Because he fucking makes fun of you because you ate 2 sandwiches? It's not... Chris is laughing at that. Like... Yeah, I would make... You said I would make fun of him if he ate 2 sandwiches, and you know, he's right. Like, girl, you ate 2 sandwiches for lunch.
Why is everybody so mean to me? Eating 2 sandwiches, an egg sandwich, and a BLT.
Girl, that's a weird thing to say. Old 2 sandwiches Chris back there.
Everyone's so fucking mean to me. I gotta eat another sandwich to get rid of the pain.
Don't be 3 sandwiches Chris, please. Now I feel like I can face the current Mr. Sugawa regardless of my past memories. She's lying so they think it's easy for her to maintain her weight. It's big brain. I mean, she's probably young, so it probably is easy for her to maintain it now. Dude, he looks just like me. You guys are right. This guy? No, this isn't the one I said you were. The one I said you were hasn't even shown up. She broke a bone. This is a different guy. This is, I don't know. I can't remember his name. Wait, is this his name? This is Mr. Sugawa, I think. Robo, you gonna cosplay this guy at the next MagFest? You gotta get a gay little piercing and put a mole on your chin. Just then, I noticed a mischievous glint in his eye. Whoa. I went blind.
あんたさ今週末暇
Huh?
さっき興味あるみたいなことを言ってたでしょ
Hey, you gotta get this cool shirt too. Only cause you asked politely.
別に知識とかなくてもちょっと荷物運び手伝ってくれればそれでいいやちょうどいいかと思ったんだけどミモザ見に行かない
He's just getting me to do free labor for him.
彼女を連れて行くのかそれはさすがに。
いいじゃん、重いものは僕が持つし。
It's flowers. How
僕
heavy
が
could
一人
that
で行く
be?
と花川さんが気を使うでしょ。
手伝いを頼んでいるくせにいい。本当にすみません。銀の言うことは気にしないでください。
It's okay.
Purchasing mimosas. It's my chance to see them in person. What should I do? Are you stupid? Bitch, are you trying to get your fields plowed or not? You're gonna be free.
I'm totally free this weekend. I want to go.
Mr. Sugawa looked taken aback for a moment.
すごい勢い。
Whoa.
じゃあミモザの収穫手伝ってもらおうかな。
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sugawa. You understood my desire to watch your mimosa procurement, didn't you?
いや、あれだけ興味ある圧を出されるとね。
Whoa.
無茶を言ってしまってすみません。
Yeah, I showed too much enthusiasm. She showed more enthusiasm than I intended with the fucking selection. Like I'm playing Dragon Age all over again, motherfucker.
でもそうですね。花川さんのところのミモザはとても綺麗ですよ。
I'm really looking forward to it. May I take pictures of the flowers too?
いいよ、好きなだけ取って。ただしこき使ってやるから覚悟しておいて。
Okay. Of course.
We finished up the rest of the meeting, cracking jokes along the way. After that, of course, everything went smoothly, and the rest was pretty much decided with only a few minor adjustments. They say it's not mimosa season, but this guy looks like he's had the mimosas every morning year-round. He's perfect. He's perfect. Whoa, what are these pictures? What the fuck? What is... I have 2 monsters and 3 Red Bulls on my desk? I'm gonna have a heart attack. Well, how come all my pictures are right above my bed so that, like, any one of them could just fall on my face and kill me in my sleep? Why don't I put some of them over here?
Phew, I worked hard all day today.
After returning home, I lay back in bed and took a deep breath. I didn't realize just tense I was. So, thing about this is, I know that, this studio said that they have, like, a better English translation along the way. Because I think this was out already on some, like, maybe Switch or something. And they wanted to have the better English translation ready for the Steam release, but they're not ready for it yet. So, in time, they will be releasing, like, a patch with a better translation. So I assume it's just to get rid of most of the typos and shit. Just pouring vodka Red Bull straight into her badge. Damn it, now I want... I want to drink my tall boys, but I know it's gonna fuck me up. This is bullshit. Getting, like, what is this? When you feel sick from allergies, is that hay fever? Hay fever is fucking bullshit. I didn't realize just tense I was. After laying down, my body just refused to get up. But I got good results for all the effort I put in, didn't I? The job I was worried about went well, and I was excited to harvest mimosa on the weekend. I can't wait. I bet it'll be beautiful. For me, mimosas are a special flower. And I'm glad you approve, Mr. Sugawa. Even though some mean things were said, today felt like proof that we've grown closer. Yeah. Earlier, he was scolding me about building partitions. Yeah, we're moving forward now. Her vag is sad. Let's take this opportunity to become friends. If we do that... Unable to contain my joy, I immediately started making plans for the weekend, but then I suddenly returned to my senses. Become friends? Wait, is that okay? He's a client after all. But if we get along and deepen our friendship, it might lead to more revenue, right? Yes, this is business. An extension of work. No problem, uh-huh. I'll become independent and taste victory once again.
I can't wait for this weekend.
Filled with uncontrollable emotions, I found myself squirming around on my bed. Am I gonna hump a pillow? What the fuck? What the fuck am I doing? Chapter 5, Belief and Trust. Her patch is starting to sound crazy. I know, am I like... am I fucked up? Whoa.
Good morning. Am I late?
The long-awaited weekend had arrived. I thought I made it there early, but... Mr. Sugawa had already loaded the luggage into the car and parked in front of the store.
ああ、おはよう。別に
That's a big
僕が準
button.
備したくて早く来てただけ。
Oh, that's a big button.
My bad dragon got a workout that night, I tell you. Oh my god, I want to hear about Granny's dragon.
Oh, I see. Let me help.
もう終わったから大丈夫。っていうかさ、
What is it?
いや、バイトの子みたいに普通に手伝いますって言うから。いいよ、そんなに気を使わなくて。
No, I said I would help, so please let me assist.
あ、そう。じゃあ遠慮なく。そこの袋、後部座席に置いておいてくれる？
I inadvertently found myself staring as he gave me a small, cheerful smile. Mr. Sugawa seems a little different today.
何？ついでに車乗ってていいよ。
Excuse me, Mr. Sugawa.
Oh, sorry.
He's as casual as a friend. So easy to talk to as well. Is it because he works in customer service? I tried to figure him out, stealing a few glances at him as I got into the car. It was my first time doing harvest work, so I came wearing denim and a button-up for ease of movement. I wonder if I'm a bit underdressed.
She's in the denims.
The early February air was cold, and even with the car heater blowing, the inside of the car still had that wintry chill. From the driver's seat, Mr. Sugawa felt the coldness of the seat and handed me a blanket.
持ってて。特に帰りは収穫したミモザを積んでくるから、エアコン入れられないよ。
Thanks for the blanket, Sonny.
His thoughtfulness made me happy. It warmed my heart more than any blanket could warm my body. Girl, you're stupid. He's so casual and easy to talk to. Why are you standing in the fucking car? I wonder if he's normally this kind. What? In those meetings, it was always a battle of opinions.
Mr. Sugawa, I bought some hot coffee and snacks. Would you like to eat? I was thinking of saving it for lunch, but if you're hungry, we can eat it now. What do you mean, huh?
かぶった。
He muttered and pulled out a paper bag with the same pattern as the one I bought.
You even went to the same store?
だって近いし、どのメニューも美味しいでしょ。
Did you get
こ
Reneg
の近く
Salad
で
and
買うのは
BLT?
そうだよ。
That's right. Oh, but you bought hot tea.
迷ったんだけど、いい香りじゃない？あそこのダージリン好きなんだよね。
It really does. And this way, we can enjoy both tea and coffee.
じゃあ僕はとりあえずコーヒーもらおうかな。
Yes, please do. And I'll have the tea.
We exchanged tea and coffee and both take a sip. It's pretty warm. Even though he must have been busy getting ready, he had gotten everything ready for me, too. The blanket, too, I guess. It kind of makes my face feel relaxed. What?
I'm sorry for causing you so much trouble. You're even giving me a ride.
手伝ってもらうために乗せてるだけでしょ。
Yeah, I guess her face was tired. Not anymore, though.
気にしなくていいし、なんだったら着くまで寝てていいから。
It'd be funny if his car broke down. Wait, let me see real quick. What? Wait. I should probably save.
Okay.
Back. What is this? Oh! Okay. Oh, the coxcomb! Okay. If you like the coxcomb, you're eccentric and pretentious. Okay. Tulip. What else do we got? Nindina! Ornamental kale. What the fuck? Introduced as an edible plant, became a bedding plant. What? Wait, what? A bedding plant? Does this mean a plant for fucking? I ain't never done seen no ornamental kale. This motherfucker. Euphoric love. Mimosa. Cool. Alright. No one's fucking on kale. Let me see real quick. Cause I know in Genso Manage there was an option to like... Oh, you can just change your name right there. Cool. There's an option to hide like the main character's profile picture from showing up when she talked. I don't think I would have turned that off here, because I just realized that like I haven't really seen what she looked like other than when we chose her name. I just want to make sure that like I didn't... Okay. I guess you just don't see her when she talks. I had a warm blanket, Western music flowing in from the radio, hot tea in my hands, and the gentle sway of the car. What kind of Western music do you think it is? Do you think we're listening to Beastie Boys? That's pretty romantic. Mr. Sugawa's driving was as skillful as it was courteous. All in all, it was the perfect spot to fall asleep, but I obviously didn't intend to. Gangster rap? Are we listening to, some Rage Against the Machine? Rebecca Black? Okay, yeah, okay, that's real romantic. After all, I want to ask him about something that's been bothering me all day. DMX where the hood at? Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get my flaps flown open with that.
Mr. Sugawa, may I ask you a question? You are very honest about your work, and speak very plainly. You are very kind and gentle to your customers, aren't you?
何それあんたへの対応が悪いことへの嫌味
Oh, so you know, huh?
No, that's not what I mean at all.
ズバズバ言われるのが嫌だってことでしょ
That's not it at all. I'd like for you to talk to me more casually. It's easier for me to talk to you that way, and easier to work when you give me your honest opinion.
そう
I mean it.
へえ
I really didn't mind, whoa. Fucking throw up. He hears that and then just fucking starts going 90. No, judging from Mr. Sugawa's reaction, he might have had some thoughts about it. When I expressed my feelings, his face took on a relieved expression. So I end up asking him some deeper questions.
I've been told that I'm the type of person who doesn't have much of an on-off switch. But you seem like a professional at that sort of thing. You can adjust your attitude depending on the situation. When dealing with customers, you're the model of perfect customer service.
ああ王子ね
Isn't it hard to maintain the prince image? Don't you ever want to slack off?
ならない僕みたいな顔の人間はいつもニコニコしてた方がいいの
What the fuck?
それだけで売り上げが全然違うんだから仕事に使えるものは
Oh, you
全部使わ
know
ないとね
you're a fuckboy, okay.
Did you learn that in customer service?
意識自体は仕事に限った話じゃないよ普段から割とそう自分の容姿は使えると思ってるから活用しない方がもったいないでしょ
How many red flags do you need before you get the hint?
A useful appearance? That's a somewhat fresh concept. So there are people who think like that.
僕はその反応が新鮮だけど
Really? I did have a friend who told me it's better to use womanly wiles to my advantage, too. If you dress up cute and pretty, you'll be treated nicely, so it's a good deal, but
でも
to me, it looked like a lot of work. I'd rather eat 2 sandwiches and call it a day. She said there are times when men misunderstood her and made really persistent advances.
女性は苦労も多いかもね。でも僕は男だし、フランクに考えてるから。
Frank.
好意を寄せられたら受け流すか、満足してもらえるまで適当に付き合ってあげてる。向こうはどうせ本気じゃないし、そのうち飽きるよ。
I got the sense my way of thinking was different from Mr. Sugawa's, but something about his remark puzzled me.
Does that mean you would date anyone if they confessed their feelings to you?
ストレートに言うね。
Why would you
Ma,
jump to that
その通りかな。
conclusion? I could never do that, but I guess Mr. Sugawa can.
That's kind of incredible.
驚きすぎじゃない？そんな異様に思うようなことかな。見た目が良くて愛想のいい、誰かに自慢できるような恋人が欲しいって普通のことでしょ。
Is it? I guess.
終わりが来ることは向こうも分かってるし、本気じゃない。だからお互い割り切って付き合えばいいと思うな。
Dating someone for bragging rights, huh? But what if the person was serious?
But what if they're serious, you know? Maybe it's just you who thinks that.
When I glanced at Mr. Sugawa, his expression changed slightly. His brow furrowed, and his tone took on a teasing tone.
恋愛に夢見すぎでしょ。
But confessing to the clerk at a store you visit often requires quite a lot of passion, don't you think? Don't they confess because they really like you? In my experience, I've never fallen for someone just for bragging rights, and I have a lot of experience. I think there's got to be more to it.
夢見すぎ。
Alex automatically picked the fuckboy. Yeah, I did.
Ah, you said it twice.
だってあんたも付き合うなら、いまいちな顔の男より好みの顔の男を選ぶでしょ？
I choose people I like regardless of how they look.
はいはい。お子様にはわかりませんよね。
How much older do I need to be?
Isn't that a bit rude?
そうですね。大変失礼しました。
Even though I'm 23 years old, people still mistake me for a student.
Oh, you know, I guess in Japan to be unmarried in 23 is practically like living in your grave.
あ
It's probably because I'm short.
あ、思った。
I look even smaller today because I'm wearing sneakers. I wish I had some heels to make me taller.
そんなに気にしてると思わなかったな。背だけじゃなく、童顔ってことは黙っておこう。
Oh shit, he's saying I look extra young. 23, that's 80 in anime years, yeah, basically. My 23-year-old grandmother, bro, that would be a great anime. A great bullshit piece of trash slice of life. Make that happen. He's so casual and easy to talk to. I'm being rude to you, saying this directly to your face. Yeah, I think protagonist in this might be a little slow.
Ruder and ruder.
とりあえず、僕とあんたの恋愛観が全然違うことはよくわかったよ。
This just makes me think of, was it Robo who mentioned last time that there are, like, audio drama CDs of male characters just, like, straight up fucking abusing, like, the listener? That's gotta be what this dynamic is for. The people who like a little bit of that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
There's no doubt about it. I got the sense you were more dedicated to your work. I thought you'd say I'm working right now, so if someone fell for me, it would just be a bother.
伝わってないな。それは僕からすると逆なんだってば。 お客様に好意を持ってもらえるくらいいい接客ができたならそれはいいことでしょ。それを否定したくないの、僕は。
My god. While talking, he smoothly turned the steering wheel. Soon, the outside scenery changed. We were out in the suburbs!
僕がフィルフラワー桜ヶ森店に配属された頃、うちの店はパッとしなくて売り上げも今一つでさ、良くも悪くも商店街に馴染みすぎてたんだよね。店構えや内装も定番の花屋って感じだった。
He decided to bring the sex sells approach to selling flowers. Smart. Smart.
重機や棚を変えてどうにか見た目の印象を整えて、ようやく売り上げも安定し始めたのが最近。
What's the otome game that became a meme because all the guys do shit like locking the heroin in a doggy cage? I don't know what the fuck you're talking. If you find the name, tell me. I want to know about that one.
それで今回リニューアルをすることにしたんだ。
Is that one streamable on Twitch? Probably not from the description.
I see. But the location is great, isn't it? It's right in front of the downtown station.
なのに来るのは常連客が大半で、新規の立ち寄り率がすごく低かった。だから結構真剣に悩んだんだ。一元さんを呼び込んで客層を広げる方法をね。手に取りやすいサイズや価格の商品を増やしたり、看板スタッフを作ったりして努力した。で、看板スタッフ作るなら自分がなるのが一番手っ取り早かったわけ。
I like that he says that as though like having a poster boy is normal for flower stores.
ニコニコ笑って店頭に立つだけでそれなりに女の子が寄ってきたから。
This guy is like the male version of a booth babe. You have booth babes at like fucking video game comic bullshit because it's a predominantly male audience. And then you have this fucking flower himbo in front of the flower store because it's a predominantly female market. Smart, that's business. That's business 101.
ああ、これは使えるなって思ったんだ。
He sells so much coxcomb.
I see.
それに、そうやってお客様をおもてなしして気持ちよく花を買っていってもらうことは僕が目指す理想とも合致していた。花屋って心に余裕がないとなかなか行く気にならないじゃない？
I don't know, you just walk in.
でも余裕がない時こそ来てほしいんだよ。お店で花を選んで好きな花を眺めることで癒されてほしい。僕はそう思っていて。
Okay.
そのためには僕自身も笑顔でみんなを呼び寄せる。フィルフラワーに行けばもう
He's an
大丈夫。
ultimate fan.
元気が出るって思ってもらえる存在になりたかったんだ。
Well, I'm flashbanged. Forgetting to nod along, I remember all the times Mr. Sugawa helped me. They're happy memories. Even though it's hard to accept in terms of romance, I feel like I can understand it as part of his job. For the sake of the store and his own ideals. By thinking those things, Mr. Sugawa became the person he is today. That's what I admired about you 2 years ago. Your sincerity knows no bounds. I don't know if sincerity is the word I would use to describe this man.
So that's what it was.
何ニヤニヤしてんの？
Huh? Was I?
ニヤーって顔緩んでた。気持ち悪いからそれ禁止ね。
No being relaxed and being happy in my car bit.
Then I'd also like to ban you from using that sharp tongue of yours, Mr. Sugawa.
After my retort, Mr. Sugawa gave a small burst of laughter.
あんた、顔に感情が出やすくて面白いね。
My GF loves Otome games, really? Do you know the one that Ray the Sun was talking about? I want to find out about the one where the guys lock you in a doggy cage. I want to play that.
He's so nice in his manipulation tactics. He's so sincere in the way he manipulates me. Please don't look at me. You're driving. Come on, watch the road.
I wanted to say I understood, but the moment had come and gone. In the end, we continued chatting. I staved off any thoughts of sleep, and before we knew it, we were almost at our destination. I'll see what she does. Okay, good, thank you. Reverse Googled it for a while. I'm apparently thinking of amnesia. Hang on, let me hide that real quick. It does my whole ass window capture. Amnesia. Game? Wait, that's a survival game. Otome. Oh. Is this on Steam? It is. There's no sexual content warning. Oh, this one came out in 2015? Add that to the wish list for later. Boop. Makes me feel like the only girl in the dog cage. You know that he can probably fit 5 bitches in there. In the end, we continued chatting. I staved off any sloths of sleep, and before we knew it, we were almost at our destination. Trick him into playing the wrong Amnesia? I mean, I feel like he would see what it was and be like, yeah, okay. I'll still play it. Prefer cage-free women? I prefer caged exclusive women. Exclusively caged women. As he parked the car in front of the farmhouse, Mr. and Mrs. Hanakawa, the flower farmers, just happened to come outside. Mr. Sugawa lightly bows his head before opening the window. Prefer battery women. Free-range women are just too stringy. Yeah, I mean, it's so much more efficient. It's so much more efficient to have caged women. Ah, it's the wonderful Mr. Sugawa.
収穫日和でよかった。遠いところありがとうございます。助かります。
I sound older than he does.
いえ、こちらこそ毎年お世話になりまして。車はここに止めて大丈夫でした？
ここでいいですよ。昨日の雨で他の場所がぬかるんでてね。
雨すごかったですもんね。
でも花には影響なかったので安心してください。そちらの可愛らしいお嬢さんは学生さんかな？アルバイト？
Daughter? What? You must have remembered what we talked about in the car. Mr. Sugawa smiled slightly. Bro, how in the fuck? Not just like, how in the fuck do I look young enough to be considered his daughter? How does he look old enough to have a daughter that would be as old as me? This guy's eyes are going.
I'm not a student. I'm just helping out.
The Hanakawas are a cheerful elderly couple who welcomed us with soft smiles. After navigating around large puddles, we arrived at a field that felt just like spring. What? Oh, I guess these are flowers. I thought these were leaves, and I was like, this feels like autumn. What the fuck are you talking about? He's late 20s, so he's practically dead. Yeah, maybe. Trying to work through an assault and battery joke. Good luck. Maybe, if you think of it, feel free to write it, and maybe you'll know it's a good one if Twitch warns you about the message before you send it. The field of trees were adorned with many soft yellow flowers. A mimosa field.
ここが花川さん家のミモザ畑。おお、今年も見事に咲いてるね。
Wow, they're everywhere.
子供みたいに喜んじゃって。
Stop saying I'm like a kid. I don't like that. Unable to contain my joy, I let out a cheer. This is the first time I've seen so many mimosas. From the clear blue sky above us to the tops of our heads, the flowers droop down off the tips of the branches. As I approached the fluffy mass, the contrast of yellow and green vividly dominated my vision. I took out my smartphone, wanting to keep this exciting scene in my memory forever.
Can I take a picture?
いいよ、好きにして。
Yeah, they really are amazing. Such a spectacular sight with all of them blooming.
The photo is wonderful. It's beautiful. Almost ashamed to confine it to such a small frame. But today will always remain in my memory. I don't think I'll ever forget it. A flower so special to me. After taking a few photos to my satisfaction, I chase after Mr. Sugawa, who was waiting further ahead. It was then that I found myself breaking into a run.
What?
The gravel, wet from the rain, makes my feet slip. I lost my balance and staggered, but Mr. Sugawa quickly took my hand and kept me from falling.
Thank you.
昨日の雨で足元滑るから気をつけなよ。見ればわかるでしょ。
Supposed to be a romantic scene, but he's just tired of my bitch ass. Her badge is slippery, no.
I'm sorry, but thank you for saving me.
I heard an exasperated tone and thought he would go back to complaining. However, when I looked up at Mr. Sugawa, his expression was complex and subtle. When I blinked, wondering what was going on, he asks me in a serious tone.
あんたさ、もしかして美的感覚おかしい？
What are you talking about? They're flowers. That's like the most average sense of beauty there is.
Huh?
Not certain what the conversation is about. I think back on my recent actions. Since coming here, I've only taken pictures of the mimosa field. I don't remember us talking about anything else.
The mimosa field is beautiful, isn't it? Mr. Sugawa, you might be used to it, but I was very excited and deeply moved.
ああ、ごめん。僕の質問がおかしかった。今のなしで。
Is he mad that I'm not taking pictures of him?
Huh? Are you saying I'm acting too childish?
いや、もういいって。変なこと言ってごめんね。うん。ミモザは綺麗だよね。見渡す限りの黄色い風景。初めて見たときはテンション上がったな。
So, Mr. Sugawa, you can give a normal apology after all.
はあ？僕だって謝るぐらいするよ。
Haha, I'm sorry. I just didn't expect it.
ちょっと。表情とセリフが合ってない。笑いながら謝られて全然心に届かないんだけ
That's
ど。
how she laughs. It's like she's dying. She's letting the ghost escape.
Sorry.
冗談だよ。ちょっとからかっただけ。
Before I knew it, light-hearted banter mixed with jokes had become the norm between Mr. Sugawa and I. Honestly, when Mr. Sugawa isn't in prince mode, he makes lots of mean comments and complains a lot. But he never got angry about anything outside of work. Besides, he was always considerate to me. That's why I think he was so quick to grab my arm when I was about to fall. He's just like a regular guy friend. But the feelings of admiration I had for him remain unchanged. Maybe he's different from others somehow. But I still don't know what he meant by his odd question. But I felt so comfortable with the current mood that I stopped worrying about it. Even though he said he'd work me hard, Mr. Sugawa was always there to support me during the harvest.
そこの枝、背伸びしたくらいじゃ届かないでしょ。そういう時は脚立使いな。
He said before helping me on the ladder and supporting the base. He always notices when I'm in trouble. Even though I don't know a lot and ask many questions, he doesn't look upset at all.
I'm sorry. I'm just holding you back, aren't I?
そんなことないよ。せっかく来たんだし、一通り作業はしてみたいでしょ。好きな花を自分の手で収穫するチャンスなんてめったにないからね。
Yeah.
In response to that feeling, I gripped the scissors and carefully cut a mimosa branch. Ugh,
花川さんにも聞いたと思うけど、花の芽ができてる枝は切っちゃダメだよ。それ切ると来年花が咲かなくなっちゃうかもしれないから。
So it's okay to cut this one, but not this one, right?
そうそう。
Oh,
へえ、案外器用だね。
Actually, I've been practicing a bit. I love these flowers, so I wanted to cut them nicely.
how have you been practicing? Have you just been cutting people's flowers, like in the city?
切り方は日持ちにも影響するから練習して正解。うん、綺麗に切れてる。
I'm glad. Next, how about that branch? I think it's in perfect bloom.
いいと思うよ。任せた。
I'll do my best.
Even while advising me, Mr. Sugawa continues his own work efficiently. However, he's careful not to damage the mimosa branches. It's so obvious, even an amateur like me can tell. The way he gently places a hand on the flowers to prevent them from spilling on occasion. He looks charming, even while harvesting. As expected, flowers really suit Mr. Sugawa. He's such a prince, even now. Every time I look up at Mr. Sugawa, I end up thinking these things. Even when I try to focus on my work, my hands just stop moving.
Ah!
And eventually our eyes meet. Did he think I was admiring the mimosa? Mr. Sugawa brushed the leaves off his clothes.
ねえ、なんであんたミモザが好きなの？花なら他にもたくさんあるのに。
I couldn't admit that I was looking at Mr. Sugawa instead of the mimosas, so I answered as naturally as possible.
When I see a mimosa, it feels like spring and it makes me happy, I guess.
春を感じる。確かにミモザは春の花だけど、普通そういうのって桜とか梅じゃない？
Maybe because they were planted at my parents' house.
実家の庭に？へえ、趣味いいじゃん。
That's right. When spring comes, those yellow flowers always bloom like cotton candy. Seeing them became an annual tradition. That tree was a gift from my father to my mother.
木を送ったの？新居を建てる時に植えてあげたとかかな？
You would think so, but it was actually before they got married. He gave a potted plant to my mother because it suited her. The tree grew bigger and was moved to the garden of our new home.
ミモザの花を贈る人は結構いるけど、木ごと贈る人なんて初めて聞いた。
Mimosas make me happy too. Ultimate game, but all the boys represent different alcohol. Bro, that would be sick. Oh, that would be so comfy too. Any game that has like a bar setting is just like instantly comforting. I would love that.
大きく育つ木だってことを知らなかったのかな？
I don't think so. Every year, he was amazed at the size of the tree.
面白いお父さんだね。お母さんの反応はどうだったの？
Writing that down, hell yeah.
She said it was her treasure. Caring for and cleaning it can be quite tough, but she always seemed to enjoy it.
宝物。ね。送った側もそう言われたら嬉しいよね。
He was.
Mimosa grows quickly, even in a small pot. It's a flower that attracts insects, and taking care of it was very difficult. Odd, because the obligatory wife beater, it could be, could that also be like the Russian option? Big buff, big handsome Russian man? It could be that too. I know how hard it was because I've been watching from a young age. People who work in a flower shop like Mr. Sugawa probably know well that it's not suitable for a garden. Mr. Sugawa doesn't make fun of me, but instead is happy for me. My joy grows knowing that my parents and their feelings are respected. Being the person he is, I end up wanting to talk to Mr. Sugawa about everything.
Isn't it nice to have a flower that's a memory between two people?
そうだね。喧嘩してても綺麗なミモザを見たら怒りも飛んでっちゃうんじゃない？
Well, I don't know about that. But they're still a happily married couple, so maybe it had some effect. I too hope to someday meet a lover who would give me a mimosa.
へえ案外乙女チックなところもあるんだ
What? Should I not?
別にいいんじゃないあんたちょっと仕事バカっぽいところがあるし
I just
い
noticed
つ
his
か
mole
恋
doesn't
人に
move when
送
he
ってもらい
speaks.
たいなんていうのが意外だと思っただけ
Now I can't stop looking at it.
And I take that as a compliment for being dedicated to my work.
じゃあそういうことにしておこうあもう一つ上の枝切ってそうそこ
Ugh,
結構収穫できたかな
scares me.
少し休憩しよっか
Just one moment, please. I'm coming now.
カゴ重いからバランス崩さないように僕の肩に手ついていいから
Saying that, Mr. Sugawa reached out his hand to support me. His smile is incredibly gentle, making me hesitate a bit.
どうしたの
It's nothing.
Is this the Prince Sugawa or a different Sugawa? I'm getting more and more confused. Anyway, with the help of Mr. Sugawa, I got down safely, as did the basket of mimosas.
落ちなかったね偉い偉い
Are you treating me like a kid?
心外だな子供扱いじゃなくて丁寧にエスコートしたつもりだよ
Oh, that's all right then.
何その満足そうな顔ちょっと腹立つなまあいいや花川さんからもらったお茶の水筒とコップそこのカバンの中にあるから飲もう
Sure.
Honestly, I was just trying to hide my embarrassment. Today, Mr. Sugawa is kind despite being mean, which is unfair. Also, this might be the first time I've told someone about the mimosas. I've never told anyone before because I didn't want to be rejected by others. What? No matter how hard the work is, no matter how troublesome it may be, these moments are a precious treasure to me. My father and mother were my role models. Because I always wanted to have a relationship like theirs. I was always envious of their relationship. Trying to hide my slight smile, I looked down. And sitting down at the edge of the blanket that we'd put down, I take out the tea we got from Mr. Hanakawa. Blind. Ooh! Pee-pee. Scottish Scotch boy, Russian vodka boy, Mexican tequila boy. It could be like G Gundam. Like G Gundam, but with alcohol.
Here you go, Mr. Sugawa.
あありがとうはあおいしい
He drank the pee-pee.
Tea really hits the spot after some hard work.
今度はお年寄りっぽいんだけど
What?
でも同意お茶の差し入れありがたいね
Yes, being able to take a break surrounded by mimosas really is the best.
やっぱり今週来れてよかった来週じゃミモザの盛りが過ぎてたかも
I wasn't the only one gazing so deeply at the mimosas. Sipping tea, staring at the flowers, there's a content look on Mr. Sugawa's face.
Mr. Sugawa, you really do love flowers, don't you?
何改まって言い出すかと思えばあのね僕が花屋で働いてるのは花が好きなんじゃなくて僕と花の組み合わせがすっごく似合うからです
I don't think that's it. You really seem to like them.
そりゃ花は嫌いじゃないけどあくまで仕事で
Are you blushing,
すごい
boy?
好きってほどじゃ
No way. That can't be it. I haven't known Mr. Sugawa for that long, but it already feels like I've known him for quite a while. His expression when we talked at the shop and when we talked in the car on the way here. He has a lot of different faces. Girl, have you never known anyone in your life?
Do you remember coming to our office for a delivery a long time ago?
配達僕が配達担当してたの2年以上前なんだけど
You used to deliver flowers to decorate the office entrance and reception area. Back then, I was still a newbie, always working at the reception desk.
なら毎回話してるはずだよね。全然覚えてない。
As a newcomer, I was overwhelmed with tasks, and at first, I thought it must have been someone else. But the more we talk, the more I realize that must have been you.
I'll never forget Mr. Sugawa's face and how he cares for flowers. His face when he handles flowers with care never changes, no matter who he's with. 2 years ago, and even now. Mr. Sugawa, you don't even realize it yourself. Even when talking to customers, he has a lovely smile, but I loved his expression the most when he was looking at flowers. Mr. Sugawa looked so happy cherishing them.
Do you remember how passionately you taught me to care for flowers?
ああ、それはどこの会社に行っても教えてたな。観賞用だとしても、せっかく持って行った花をすぐ枯らされるのは腹立つじゃん。花が好きって人は多くても、花によって世話の仕方が違うなんて知ってる人は少ないからね。まあ、それでも枯らすやつは枯らすんだけど。
Well, you were so full of life that it really left an impression on me.
僕、そんなに生き生きしてたかな？
Why are you surprised? You know that you're the fucking poster fuckboy of this stupid fucking company.
You were. You answered every question I asked.
まあ、それくらいはね。花屋が花のこと聞かれて答えられないってめちゃくちゃダサいし、何聞かれても答えられるようにはしてたよ。
But around that time, you had only been with the company for about 2 years, right?
そうだ。
2 years is plenty of time to know your job. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. That's about where I'm at now, too. But you seemed so much more experienced. You must have studied quite a bit, right?
確かに、あんたの言う通りすっごい勉強した。入社したての頃は花のお世話の方法なんて知らなくってさ。店が閉店した後で北斗さんにいろいろ教えてもらってたな。花屋って見た目以上に体力仕事だから、一日中動き回ってる日もあるんだよね。
Oh my god, moving around all day, that's so tough, it's so strenuous. Wouldn't her vag come across really creepy, remembering an encounter from 2 years ago? I mean, when it's like work related, not really, you know? Like, you get surprised when you, like, especially when you're new to a job and you have a pretty okay encounter with somebody, and you have, like, any sort of business relationship, it's pretty easy to remember stuff like that.
で、閉店後ヘトヘトになりながら勉強してさ。今は慣れたから閉店後の作業くらい余裕だけど、あの頃は辛かったね。
I studied too, so now I understand a bit how difficult it is. I guess it's not enough to just have feelings of love and passion.
そうそう。情熱があるやつほど現実知ってやめてくんだよね。
Mr. Sugawa, did you ever think of quitting?
まあ新人の頃はそれなりにあるでしょ。無性にやめたくなる時期。
I know.
When I nodded honestly, Mr. Sugawa answered with a particularly gentle smile.
でも今はないかな。
His gaze wandered away from me, turning to stare at the mimosas swaying in the wind. Gentle, yet serious.
慣れもあるけど、今の僕には責任もある。でも何よりも、今日みたいにいい花を仕入れられると嬉しいし、絶対売り切ってやる自信もある。
Since reuniting with the florist I've admired, I've asked him countless questions. Some of came from curiosity, but now that I have the answers, I'm a lot more aware. I wanted to see this side of Mr. Sugawa. Even after 2 years, he hasn't changed. He's still the person I admire.
You know, that's what's really cool about you.
As I conveyed 2 years' worth of feelings, Mr. Sugawa was shocked and made an expression I'd never seen before.
かっこいいって僕が？
Huh? Who the fuck else would I be talking about?
だってあんたにそういうこと言われるの
Why are
初めて。
you surprised? It sounds like from what you said, People are always fucking telling you about how cool and hot and sexy and fuckable you are. Why are you surprised now, bitch?
I've been thinking it for a while. I just didn't have the right timing to say it.
そうなの？前から思ってた割には僕に対する態度が雑じゃない？
Casual? Are you saying I'm being rude?
いや、そうじゃなくて。だってこんなに近くにいてもいつもと変わら
Oh,
ない。
he's probably used to bitches turning into slip and slides the moment they lay eyes on him. And I'm just too stupid and oblivious to be acting like that.
普通もうちょっと意識しない？
Yeah.
よく女の子に言われるよ。
You tell me you eat 2 sandwiches and everything. Whoa.
Oh, would you look at that? More twinks.
We're going after a genuine fuckboy right now. Thank you for the sub, Painmonger.
須川さん顔がいいから近くで話してると緊張しますって。
Well, I'm not a fucking bimbo like all those other sluts. Huh? Are you talking about your face?
What?
I respect your dedication and honesty at work, but I'm not interested in whether you're good looking or not.
あ、そう。顔に興味ないってこんなにはっきり言われたの初
I
め
don't
て。
know if that's completely true. I don't know if that's true.
Sorry, I spoke too bluntly.
Wait, no, am I fucking next level galaxy braining him? Am I gonna neg him? If he's so used to people fawning over him all the time, yo, negging a guy like this, making him question? This is genius. Yo, her vag is actually a sleeper genius. She's so smart she doesn't even know what she's doing. She's in. She's absolutely fucking in. You get a motherfucker who's used to everyone sliding around on their wet ass pussies every time they see him. You got one person who's just like, yeah, you're fucking like whatever. You'd be like, what? We're in. We got it.
いや、いいけど。
I just answered honestly in my usual tone, but after that, I couldn't make eye contact with Mr. Sugawa. I kept apologizing, thinking I had upset him, but all I got back were curt responses. I had no choice but to start cleaning up for now. Yo, she got the tism riz. That's what this is completely. Her vag isn't like all those other pussies. Yeah, exactly. I meant it as a compliment. Did I say something wrong? Yeah, this is absolutely the tism riz. Oh my god. But I don't know what else to say. I like Mr. Sugawa's expressions, especially his face when he's looking at the flowers. I should have said so earlier, but that's not what his expression means, is it? Besides, him being involved with other girls, somehow I don't like it. Personally, I don't think he has a useful face. It's more... what?
More than that, you're...
I stopped myself and looked at Mr. Sugawa in surprise. He seemed lost in thought and didn't notice what I said. So I swallow my words and reconsider. Mr. Sugawa may have developed his current personality out of pride. Even if I express how I feel, it might sound like I'm in denial. I should try to avoid saying anything else unnecessary. When I'm with him, I tend to talk too much. I feel like I'm not myself anymore. I took a deep breath and stood up.
Shall we take the harvested flowers now?
ああ、そうだ。カゴもいっぱいだし、花川さんのところに運ぼうか。
I'll hold this for you.
ああ、持たなくていいよ。結構重いから、僕が。
It's okay, I'm totally fine.
あ、危ない。いったー。
Oh my god, are you okay?
We just ruined a lot of
全然大丈夫
merchandise.
じゃない。あんたのおかげで全身打ったんですけど。
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
ああ、慌てるとまた転ぶって。しっかりしてそうで抜けてるんだからな、あんた。怪我してない？
Yes, I'm fine. I'm really, really sorry.
はいはい、もういいってば。それより、 さっさと僕の上からどいてくん
Oh,
ね。
fucking okay.
せっかく収穫したミモザがちょっと落ちちゃった。
Our eyes meet, and his teasing, sulky face starts complaining. His mischievous expression that I've seen many times before. He stood up to help me. Aftering checked that I wasn't injured, he gave me a relieved smile. If he's upset, it doesn't show on his face. Good. It seems like he's not angry. I suddenly feel at ease and very, very happy. I'm so relieved.
何？僕の顔じっと見て。
Are these bitches got lemon drops everywhere? These are apparently mimosas, the flower. I didn't know there was a flower called mimosa. Your hair!
あ、髪。あ、ミモザの花が。
They really suit you, Mr. Sugawa.
似合うって。あのね、笑い事じゃないんだよ。
Huh?
あんたの方がよっぽど似合ってるじゃん。
He stroked my hair as he spoke. With just that one movement, my heart suddenly beat faster. While making complaints, he laughs and touches me gently. Is he upset? Is he angry? I can't help but worry about his mood. I keep asking questions, trying to figure out what kind of person he is. Maybe it's no good after all. I thought I could pretend not to notice, but it seems impossible. He's extremely strict with his colleagues and doesn't hesitate to say mean things. A person who has high ideals and demands the same from others. He's aware of his good looks and uses them to his advantage. The women who approach him are the same, taking advantage of his good looks, and their relationships aren't serious. This person is definitely not a good man to have as a love interest. Instead, he's more like a bad boy, and I think he's aware of this. That's just the kind of person he is. Even though I know that, even though I know I'll only get hurt if I fall in love, I want to get closer to him. I want to talk more deeply. I couldn't help but draw closer. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Really?
もういいって言ってるじゃん。ミモザを運んでる時じゃなくてよかったよ。
Revenge is souring on me.
Like what? She gets pasteurized.
On the way home, I was apologizing profusely to Mr. Sugawa. After finishing the harvest and saying goodbye to the Hanakawas, just before entering the car, it happened. I got my foot caught in the muck and fell down with a loud thud. Thanks to that, my denim got all muddy, and even Mr. Sugawa, who tried to help, ended up getting dirty.
We're just gonna have to take our clothes off then, aren't we?
Right now, I'm sitting on a seat with a dirt-proof sheet on it. Oh.
それより寒くない？エアコン切ってるし。遠慮せずにブランケット使ってよ。
Yes, I'm sorry.
まだ落ち込んでる。やめてよね。花川さんが気にするでしょ。
That's right. I remember when we parted ways. Because I fell down and got all muddy, Mr. Hanakawa looked mortified. That's why I tried my best to act cheerful.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm fine. If you get the chance, could you let her know I'm totally fine?
了解。そう言ったからには切り替えてよ。
Yes, speaking of which, Mr. Sugawa,
ん？
Mr. Hanakawa said, please give my regards to your parents. Is he a family friend?
ああ、まあちょっとね。花川さんちの花は質がいいから、プライベートでも時々お願いするんだよ。
So that's what it was.
とりあえず、今日は手伝ってくれてありがとう。一人だったら夜までかかってたかも。
Looks like it did. Fucking evening. Being thanked so sincerely, I was surprised at how happy it made me.
And here I thought I was just dragging you down.
素人の手伝いだって分かってて連れてきたんだよ。どれだけマイナス差し引いても、今日はプラス。ありがとう。
Whoa! Whoa!
As I let out a gasp, Mr. Sugawa speaks in a sulky voice.
何その反応。僕だってお礼くらい言うよ。
I got the sense that Mr. Sugawa wasn't the type to flatter someone outside of customer service. When I think about him saying that from the bottom of his heart, my mood, which was at rock bottom, completely changes. How should I respond? Oh, I should be the one thanking you.
I should be the one thanking you. It was really fun.
あっそ。
Huh? What was that cold reply?
あんたが調子に乗らないようにバランス取ってる。
I won't let it get to my head, but I am happy.
ほら調子に乗ってる。
I felt like Mr. Sugawa's teasing voice had a bit of life in it, and it made my voice lively too. Somehow it looks like he's having fun. Maybe Mr. Sugawa, who isn't a prince, can be a bit cute after all. Whoa. We arrived at the store after dark. Mr. Ichige wasn't able to come today.
その格好どうしたんだ仕入れで何
I
かあったのか
fell in the poopy.
As Mr. Ichige widens his eyes in surprise, I remember what kind of situation I was in.
花川さんのところで派手に転んじゃって、泥だらけになっちゃったんだよね。
Alex likes bad boys like Sugawa and old Two Sandwiches. Two Sandwiches can be the new Before Crisis character who wields two sandwiches.
すみませんお手伝いいただいた上に服を汚してしまって
It was just a careless mistake on my part. Thank you for today.
When I try to leave early out of embarrassment, I am stopped by the flustered Mr. Ichige and Mr. Sugawa.
いやそうはいかないでしょう銀ミモザの水揚げは俺がやっておくから
うん、お願い。車乗ってうちまで送るよ。それとこれ。
He hands me a branch of mimosa wrapped in craft paper.
Is that a mimosa?
枝が傷んでたから短めに切ったやつ。花川さんがあんたにってもらっておきなよ。
What? Is that okay?
いいんだよ。売り物にはならないから。
Thank you.
When I nuzzle it happily, Mr. Sugawa is taken aback.
仕入れであれだけミモザを見たのにまだ新鮮に喜べるんだ。
I'm glad. It's just the right size to decorate my room. It'll be a souvenir from today.
本当に好きなんだね。
Of course.
なんだか打ち解けたみたいでよかった
あ？何の話？
それじゃ今日はありがとうございましたリニューアルの方も引き続きどうぞよろしくお願いします
Likewise. I'm looking forward to it.
話そらすし。はいはい。こっちは僕に任せて水揚げ頼んだよ。
それではまた打ち合わせの時に
Yes. See you tomorrow.
じゃあ行こっか。車乗って。
And this is when it would happen. This is when it would happen. I was playing a different kind of video game.
Huh? Sorry, I have a phone call.
Right before heading back to the car, I noticed a call on my phone, which was on silent. It was the management company of my apartment. I hesitated to pick up, but Mr. Sugawa encouraged me.
いいよ出て。
Thank you. Hello? Yes, yes.
My surprised gasp echoes in the alley. Mr. Sugawa waited nearby. He stared at me with wide eyes. Am I gonna be homeless and I have to live with him? Is there a fire and now I have to live with him? Am I getting evicted and now I have to live with him?
どうぞ。遠慮しないで。
Thank you for having me.
How did things end up like this? Despite being taken aback by the unexpected turn of events, I stepped into Mr. Sugawa's room. I think I can even see my apartment from his window. I had found out that Mr. Sugawa lived in the prominent tower apartment visible from my window. Oh. Not only did we live near the same station, we were practically neighbors.
Does that mean I can't take a bath today?
I was still a bit dazed as I spoke to the manager through my phone. A broken water pipe was the reason for the sudden phone call. They were doing bathroom renovations on the floor above my room, but there was an issue and they ended up damaging the pipes.
I'm sorry, but due to the repair work, your bathroom won't have water supplies to it today.
And that was that.
I understand. There's nothing they can do about it.
Oh, it's just that? If they damaged a pipe on the floor above, you know that that bitch has gotta have, like, fucking water leaking into her damn place. It's not just like, oh, we had turned the water off. You know that bitch's shit's gotta be fucked up. It's when the yandere abuse starts, yeah. Put me in the cage. Put me in the cage!
Understood. Please contact me when the repairs are finished. Yes, yes, please do. Bad timing. I'm covered in poopy.
何どうしたのバスルームがどうのって。
Mr. Sugawa had been waiting to take me home, but now he was worried.
There's a bit of trouble at my apartment. It looks like I can't take a bath due to construction, so I'm thinking of stopping by a public bathhouse before I go home.
その格好で
I mean, yeah, obviously I need to take a bath. Just like you said, both my denim and sneakers were horribly dirty. It was bad enough that footprints trailed behind me. At least my upper body is fine, but it'd take quite a bit of courage to go into a public bath looking like this. I quickly thumbed over one of my contacts. Put me in the cage. Yeah, do it! What should I do? I think she has work today, and I definitely can't ask her boyfriend. And the rest of my friends live too far away. Unable to think of a good idea, I clutched at my phone in defeat.
ね
I'm sorry. For now, I have no choice but to go home.
えでもバスルーム使えないんでしょ
Yeah.
Since it's come to this, I was thinking of just using a towel and some boiled water. But then Mr. Sugawa said something unexpected.
あんたが嫌じゃなければ僕の家来る
What? It took me a while to process what he had said. Then we talked and found out that we're neighbors, so I ended up shamelessly borrowing his shower. Of course, I tried to refuse at first. Girl, you gotta check for cameras. But when he said it's my fault you got dirty, so I should pay for the cleaning, I absolutely can't accept his money. I guess it's best I accept his offer. That's what I figured, but no. Oh, now I was actually here. Looking at the apartment, I was taken aback. It's even more beautifully arranged than expected. It even smells nice.
仕入れの後って大体汚れるから床に敷くシートを用意しておいたんだ
Without paying any attention to me, Mr. Sugawa spread out the sheet that was by the hallway entrance. Going to the bathhouse here to join me? He's gonna break the toilets. Flusher? Why would he do that? Is he gonna drop big poop? I watched him make his way to the bathroom quickly and efficiently. Seemed like he was used to this. With that sheet laid out, it wouldn't be an issue coming in as dirty as I was.
あミモザ貸して水揚げしないと枯れるよ
I'm all static on his face. I want to rip it off. Damn, looks like Painmonger got a bit of a crush. Back off, bitch. He belongs to her vag. Thank you. He takes the mimosas and puts them on the table. There was another flower blooming nearby. The sweet scent that was faintly lingering earlier must be from this flower.
Is that a yellow plum? Or,
ああ老梅ね綺麗に咲いてるでしょ店に出してたんだけどお客様が落として
That
折れちゃっ
stupid
て
bitch.
売り物にはできないからうちに飾ってる
The small yellow buds that decorate the calm monochrome room are very cute. Mr. Sugawa prepared a new towel and change of clothes for me as he spoke.
どうぞ使って着替えが僕のしかなくて申し訳ないけど家に帰るまでだし今のままよりマシだと思う
As he handed it to me, I noticed a new scent.
winter sweet flowers have a nice scent, but this one is also nice. It's your scent, Mr. Sugawa.
ああ
Yeah, that is kind of a fucked up thing to say, huh? With a troubled look, Mr. Sugawa scratched his head and averted his gaze.
とりあえず靴借りるねこのままじゃ履けないから洗ってくるよ
Huh? My shoes? Are you trying to get a load of my scent too?
うちのマンション専用ランドリーがあるんだ靴よその間にあんたは先にシャワー浴びちゃって
No, no, it's your house. I can just leave my shoes on. You should go ahead and go first.
家主がいいって言ってるんだよ置いてあるものは好きに使っていいからじゃあ行ってくる
Ah!
He already left. Left in this state, I had no choice but to do as I was told.
I may as well.
While heading to the bathroom, I started thinking. Somehow, it seems like he's used to this. Is it just me, or is this apartment laid out like it's always ready for guests? I wondered if he commonly had women come over like this. I let out a small sigh and realized that I'd been a little excited all along. Maybe I was hoping for special treatment. Is this hope that I'm feeling? With mixed feelings, I hugged the clothes and towel that smelled like Mr. Sugawa. She's a freak. Talk about your stench. Why you acting all awkward? Yeah, I know, Mr. Sugawa's bashful. He bashful. After finishing my shower and putting on some makeup. Where'd you get makeup? Where'd you get makeup? I nervously went back to the living room. Then I made eye contact with Mr. Sugawa, who was in the kitchen.
Thank you for the bath.
なんだ、すっぴんのあんたが見られると思ったのに。
Yeah, do you bring what?
全然違う顔だったら面白かったのにな。
He spoke in his usual teasing tone. Just hearing it eased my tension.
I won't reveal my true self that easily.
服大丈夫？ベルトか何か貸そうか。
I'll just let it flop out. It doesn't fucking matter. No, I was able to adjust it, so it's fine. I have been eating 2 sandwiches after all.
じゃあ座って待っててよ。スニーカーはもう少し時間かかるし。
Thank you. You've been a great help.
Ugh. Pee-pee.
紅茶入れたよ。どうぞ。
Sitting at the end of the fluffy sofa, I see a warm milk tea on the table.
I'm sorry for everything.
いいえ。僕もシャワー浴びてくるから自由にしてて。
Mr. Sugawa's straightened posture remained the same until he was out of sight. Now that I think of it, it's a spacious and splendid room. The apartments here were supposed to be for sale, too. The price was supposed to be reasonable, and though it was rude, I couldn't help but be curious. Little Flower is growing as a business, but Mr. Sugawa is just an ordinary employee. How is he able to afford such a place? What on earth? There was just something about him. He hoeing. This guy's hoeing. Every time I thought I was starting to get to know him, the further away I realized I actually was. But when we talked, he was casual, even if he sometimes said things that were mean or just a bit childish. It made me forget my position sometimes. If you get special treatment, you might develop high expectations. Drinking milk tea on a comfortable sofa, even the scent of winter sweet flowers seems to melt in the sweetness. As I exhaled on the soft sofa, the tension left my body. So warm and relaxing. You fallen asleep? The tense atmosphere disappeared, replaced by a wave of fatigue. I'd been overthinking since this morning, probably because I'd been doing so many brand new things. I felt twice as tired as I normally did after a long work day. Yawn. Wrapped in a gentle scent and warmth, my consciousness began to drift away. Can you drug a shower? Yeah, I did drink the tea after all. Can you drug a shower? This is just like Hanayoi Romanesque all over again.
ちょっと起きて。
Soft sigh, a gentle voice. Beyond my foggy consciousness, someone was talking to me. I like this voice. I want to hear more of it. As I was vaguely thinking such things, I felt someone touch my hair. Gentle, quiet hands. What? How can a hand be quiet? Huh?
警戒心なさすぎでしょ。
Yeah, that's an understatement. What was I doing again?
ねえってば。
Whoa.
Whoa!
ちょっと。やめてよ、寝込みを襲われたみたいな声。
He's shopping wet. Oh my god.
一応言っておくけど、何もしてないからね。
I'm sorry. I just got carried away.
まあ自由にしててって言ったのは僕だけど、シャワー浴びて出たらせやせや寝てるんだもんな。
I'm really sorry.
おかげで洗濯もできたし、靴の乾燥も終わって届きました。もう履けるよ。
So, yeah, what if we woke up in the cage?
Well, it seems rather comfy in here. I think I'll just pip off for a quick nap again.
A similar scent to mine wafted from Mr. Sugawa, who stood smiling close by. Scent of what? It's only natural since we use the same shampoo and body wash in the bathroom. This girl is really scent heavy. Probably why she likes flowers so much. But this sudden realization drove me into a corner. What should I do in this situation? Even though I feel sorry and embarrassed, there's a ticklish feeling deep in my heart. Somehow.
あんた、顔赤くない？
I wanted to refute him, but I couldn't find the words.
冗談だって。眠いならもう少しだけ休んでいく。僕は別にいいけど。
No,
I stood up hurriedly and shook my head.
Thank you so much for today. I'll wash and return your clothes.
どういたしまして。あ、そうだ、ミモザ。
He gently wrapped the mimosa that was in the vase and handed it to me. The sheet laid in the hallway was already collected and everything was tidied up. I was so embarrassed about falling asleep that I could barely bring myself to look at his face.
送るよ。ちょっと待ってね。
It's not that late yet, so it's fine. It would be unfair to her if I stayed here any longer.
は？彼女？
Uh-oh. I hurriedly grabbed my belongings and headed for the door.
Okay, I'll see you next time then.
Felt like Mr. Sugawa said something to me, but honestly, I didn't hear it. As soon as I put it into words, I felt like I had awakened from a dream into harsh reality. So what am I doing? I shouldn't get the wrong idea. Try not to eat on the way home 2 sandwiches. An unlikely pair. Okay, this is the last chapter we can look at. It had been a few days since I harvested the mimosas with Mr. Sugawa. My workload had been anything but normal. He said I could return the clothes any time, but I wonder when I should. My shoes have been nicely cleaned, and the cute mimosas are still blooming beautifully. He got me coffee and took care of me. Though his words can be harsh, his actions are incredibly kind. All I did was make mistakes that day, but he helped me so many times. I'm thinking about Mr. Sugawa again. Maybe I should just talk to him? Speak properly, say thank you, and sort out my feelings. If I'm still interested in Mr. Sugawa, then... My hand stopped midway through organizing a selection of samples. No, what am I thinking? Doesn't Mr. Sugawa have a girlfriend? That's right. That girl he met up with before, she's definitely his girlfriend. I see. So he has a girlfriend. I'm just schizo. I was overthinking to the point of depressing myself and soon realized it was getting out of control. The more I thought about that girl, the more jumbled up and bitter I felt. Mr. Sugawa had a very kind face right then. It was like his prince mode for his customers, but I think it had a bit of his true self. Is that how he acts around his girlfriend? What if that was his mom?
Okay, I get mommy's number 2. Damn.
Even though he's always teasing and joking when he's with me, he says harsh things too. But I think I might prefer that side of him. At the time, I thought I might have been special. I'd seen a side of him nobody else was privy to. Or maybe that's just what I wanted to think. Either way, these thoughts made one thing clear. I had feelings for him. Took this bitch 8 chapters to figure that out. Even though I haven't been involved in romance for a while.
Oh, so I'm not a virgin then. That's pretty nice.
That's a nice change of pace. As I struggled to focus on my work, my phone's vibration snapped me to attention. It's Mr. Sugawa! Seeing the text on the screen, I rushed to check my messages. I knew what it'd be, of course. It was surely a response to the My hands are shaking. I wonder why. I was totally fine the other day. The moment I became aware of it, things went downhill. I hadn't felt this way in a long time. Despite my agitation and overthinking, Mr. Sugawa's message was simple.
You're getting better. Give it up.
I got his permission. It was concise and curt, but it made me so happy I felt like jumping for joy. Mr. Sugawa praised me. It was worth asking. My heart skipped a beat as I looked over the rest of the message.
As a thank you for helping me out last week, let me return the favor this time.
Huh? Return the favor? Even after all the trouble I caused him, he still wants to thank me? Even after he gave me a mimosa? Just seeing the mimosa field made me happy. He didn't have to. Just as I'm about to refuse, I stop. I should hold back, I'm sorry. Even so, just one word from him was capable of making my heart tingle. I can see Mr. Sugawa again. Not at work, but somewhere else. Revenge is going full BPT. Yeah, did we give him his clothes back? When I thought about the time we spent together, I felt fulfilled. I wanted to talk to him more. I couldn't help but want to know more about him. I can't. I let out a quiet sigh. I had no choice but to admit it, even though I made such a mistake at the end. Still, I could only remember the fun I had with Mr. Sugawa, and recalling it made me feel lovesick. That's why I decided to acknowledge and accept them, my own feelings. I was so enamored with him that I couldn't forget him for 2 years. And after meeting him again, I couldn't help but feel drawn to him. There was no way I could refuse this invitation. If I didn't put an end to this, I'd just keep on thinking the same thing over and over again. Even though he might already have a lover. Even though he might not think about me at all. I switched my thinking to a more positive stance. Most of my romantic experiences had ended in heartbreak. What do you mean? Wait, how many have we had? Oh my god. I was used to this kind of thing. If Mr. Sugawa had a partner, then I'd be able to give up gracefully. Let's make sure this is a cherished memory. And let's do our job properly until the end. I admired Mr. Sugawa's passion for his work and fell in love with it, so I should be able to do it. This bitch be thinking. This bitch be thinking for so long. I sent an affirmative reply to Mr. Sugawa. I knew that once I had his answer, then the haze in my mind would dissipate. We'll meet and reach a conclusion. Work is work, so I'll do it thoroughly until the very end. The answer is simple. Do my best. Oh, I'm out of breath. Books! Huh? It was on the way back from visiting the showroom. Today, I was planning to go straight home after work, but I stopped by the office to drop off some documents. After that, I thought I'd take a break at a nearby cafe. The internal approval for the Phil Flower project was granted, so before packing materials, I decided to celebrate. I plan to eat my favorite cheesecake. Alright, well that's honestly a pretty good celebration. Cheesecake is the goat. Cheesecake is the best cake. Her vag has seen a lot of action. Yeah, damn. I want to hear about it. But when I finished paying and searched for an empty seat, I happened to see Mr. Sugawa in the same cafe. Is this the cafe she got 2 sandwiches in? Bitch, you should not be surprised to see him here. I can't believe it, in a place like this? I planned to return his clothes on the same day he planned to show his appreciation, but my mind was made up. But the meeting for next week suddenly and confusingly became today. It seems that Mr. Sugawa doesn't see me yet, but he might notice me if I stay here. What? But it's hard to ignore him. Should I call out to him? What should I do? Start a fucking conversation. I can't just ignore him. I should at least say hello. Are we gonna like... Don't be a stalker. I take a deep breath to calm myself. As I approached Mr. Sugawa, I noticed his expression was unusually mixed. He was reading a book with coffee in one hand, but he seemed distracted on closer inspection. Proof of that was the book itself. He was holding it upside down. Even Mr. Sugawa makes mistakes. While thinking about how cute it was, I walked up to him and said hello. Why the fuck? What? Why was he holding a book upside down?
Hello, Mr. Sugawa. What a coincidence to meet you here. Your book is upside down.
えあ
It seemed like he was doubly surprised and flustered, both by me and the book.
いやちょっとこれは考え事をしていたから
Alright. Stereotypically, I'd just be like, hello. Like that?
What novel is this? It seems interesting.
ああミステリーだよそこのブックコーナーでおすすめされてたから買ってみたんだ
I see. Maybe I'll try reading it next time.
I tried to make the conversation as casual as possible, but Mr. Sugawa was still staring at me in surprise.
あんたなんでここにいんの
I came to take a break since I finished some of my work.
そういえばあんたんとこの事務所この近くだったね
You remember, huh?
Yes, it's just a short walk away. I've been seeing you a lot recently. Even a week feels like a long time ago.
確かにねメッセージのやり取りはしたけど要件だけだったから話した感じなかったし
I nodded, but his words made me flustered. Was my message too curt? It's just a business relationship, and I thought it's best to talk in person. Plus, I had nothing to say over text. I really was just planning to say hello. But if I leave too soon, I feel like I'll come off as unfriendly.
Excuse me. Would it be alright if I joined you at your table?
ああいいよ店内混んできたしね
Hello, Sugawa. Would you like to hear about Sonic?
At this point, I decided to try and have a conversation. If I can bring it up, then I'll ask. If not, it's okay to wait until next week. Do you have a girlfriend? Just asking that would be enough. Trying my best to look normal, I sit down in the seat across from him.
Whoa, we're so close.
Then suddenly I remembered. Mr. Sugawa, your face is so handsome, I get nervous when I talk to you up close. Was that it? That's what girls often tell Mr. Sugawa. Yeah, don't be like that, stupid. I wasn't thinking about whether he was attractive or anything like that at the time. I get it now. Was Mr. Sugawa always this cool? It's not so much his face, but this atmosphere is really...
何頼んだの
My feelings are already a mess. I look at Mr. Sugawa trying to answer his question. My body naturally relaxes and I start pissing. Even if I'm troubled by my own feelings, even if I'm confused, I'm still happy to see him.
Cheesecake. It's delicious here. I recommend it.
へえチーズケーキか食べたことなかったな
Do you eat 2 cheesecakes too? I tried to answer as naturally as possible, but I might have smiled more than necessary. As Mr. Sugawa nods and looks away, I start to feel uneasy.
Mr. Sugawa, is something wrong?
あいやなんでも
What are you looking at?
外の天気がさ
You plucking any flowers? The weather today is pretty nice, huh? I think it's slowly starting to warm up.
そう
There's definitely something off about his mood. Before I could think, I found myself asking him about it.
Did something happen?
あんたが嬉しそうだからよっぽど好きなんだろうなと思っただけ
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes, I really do.
Despite my honest reply, Mr. Sugawa immediately dropped his gaze to his coffee and took a sip. We're on the same page, but the conversation has come to a halt. Was he just uninterested in talking to me? Or was he in some kind of bad mood today? Seemed lost in thought earlier. I wonder if I'm just a nuisance. Or maybe he's busy and tired from work. Mr. Sugawa put his coffee down. Upon further observation, his face just seemed different to normal. What?
Mr. Sugawa, have you been busy lately?
ああ、仕事は別にいつも通りだよ。
Is that so? I was wondering if you might not be feeling well.
はあ、元気そのものだけど。
But your face seems a bit red.
見間違いじゃないの？
Oh my god, he really got a crush. I don't think so. After all, I saw your face a lot just the other day.
ああ、あんたが興味ない僕の顔ね。
Come on now. It's not that I'm not interested in your face. I just don't care if you're good looking or not.
何それ？違いってある？
No, it's not.
I didn't know what to say at that time, so I ended up getting frustrated. But I don't know what to say now either. Any more honesty and I might say something ridiculous. I decided to change the subject. I was worried about his health after all.
It's that time of the year where people tend to get sick, so please take it easy.
It actually is, though, in real life right now.
There's a cold going around at our company.
僕のことそんなに心配？
It felt like the tone of his voice had changed a little. It startled me a bit, even though it shouldn't have. Calm down, I have to speak normally.
Yes, I am.
あ、そう。
After saying that, he looked away again.
This boy got a crush on her vag. Can you believe it?
Damn, bro, you look diseased.
You pollinate any flowers today? Not wink wink, nudge nudge. Would you like to pollinate one right in front of you?
Judging from his profile, he didn't seem to be in poor health. If he said he was fine, then he was probably fine. I didn't need to meddle.
Sorry, I must have misunderstood.
大丈夫だから心配しなくていいよ。
I understand.
I was a bit embarrassed by my fretting, but Mr. Sugawa spoke gently as ever. Just hearing that made me smile again. It was as simple as flipping a switch with him. Then the server came by.
お待たせしました。チーズケーキです。
He's a geeky.
ほら来たよ。あんたの好きなやつ。
Thanks to the arrival of the cake, the atmosphere changed a bit and I felt relieved. Eat him a piece. I'm totally not good at reading the atmosphere in romantic situations, am I? I realize it all over again. That's why I'm always getting dumped. I feel like I can talk naturally only when I'm eating something delicious.
Well, I'm gonna dig in.
はい、召し上がれ。
Maybe we could be diseased together, haha.
The cheesecake here is a bit heavy, but I like that kind of richness.
へえ、本格的な感じ？
I guess so. It's a kind of hard to explain flavor, though.
食レポしてくれると
Give him
思
a
ったの
bite.
に
We can share the
期待外れ
fork.
だな。
Huh? Well, it's like a reward for my hard work, like BAM! That's the feeling.
何それ？笑っちゃうんだけど。
Why don't you try it and see for yourself? Please, have a bite.
いいよ。あんたのご褒美が減っちゃうじゃん。
I hear the bird flu is going around. Would you like to go on a flight with me, young man? Caw. That's true. Please try ordering it next time.
はいはい。
Oh, I think I might be getting back on track. Our interactions had been awkward for a while, but I felt like we were gradually getting back to the tempo we had during the harvest. I was trying not to read too deeply into it, but it seemed like Mr. Sugawa's usual kind of banter was still alive and well. His spacing out must have just been my imagination. I was happy enough, so I decided to indulge in my reward.
やっぱり
Oh,
これが。
that phone vibration made me think that my phone was vibrating, but I know that's not the case. It scared me. Mr. Sugawa's phone was vibrating. Despite the fact that it was his phone, he hadn't seemed to notice. He just turned away and muttered something. Huh? Can't he tell it's going off?
Mr. Sugawa.
I called his name, but I failed to get his attention. Wondering what could be wrong, I lightly touched his shirt with the tip of my finger.
Mr. Sugawa.
え、何？
Your phone is ringing.
スマホ。ああ、本当だ。って。はあ、なんでこのタイミングで。ごめんね。ちょっと電話出る。
Sure, go ahead.
はーい。どうしたの？
Mr. Sugawa heaved a small sigh before answering his phone with a cheery tone. That was cheery? No, it wasn't. I had no worries up until this point.
誕生日？ああ、そういえばそろそろか。それで、今年はどんな花がご希望？いいよ。華やかか。なら、メインはクリスマスローズでどう？
Bouquet request. I knew I shouldn't, but I couldn't help but listen in. I couldn't help but be bothered by hearing him listening to this person in such a cheery way. It's probably not a customer, huh? After all, it's his personal phone, and this doesn't sound like his usual customer service voice. Maybe it's her. The image of the woman who Mr. Sugawa met with earlier flickered in my mind.
明日の仕入れの中に入ってたから、いつものサイズで作っておくよ。花言葉は大切な人。どう？プレゼントにはぴったりじゃない？喜んでもらえてよかった。君、昔からベタなことされんの好きだもんね。ラッピングの希望はメッセを送っといて。じゃあ明日。
Alright, what the hell does Christmas flower mean? Plums! That's not it.
Cherry blossom.
I don't know where the fuck it is. That's winter sweet. Where the fuck is the Christmas blossom or whatever the hell? Whatever the fucking hell. Oh, this one. Never mind. A precious person. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that could be anybody. Someone special. Yeah, I knew it.
電話長引いちゃってごめんね。
When he ended the call and turned to me with a smile, I gave up.
If it's for your girlfriend, it can't be helped.
彼女？いや、今のは。
I'm envious that you have someone to give flowers to. Her vag! Don't! Just sit there and listen, you fucking dipshit!
送るっていうか、確かに注文は受けたけど、でも本当にそういうんじゃなくて。
Oh, even you get embarrassed, Mr. Sugawa.
だから、これは照れてるわけじゃ。
My hands were shaking, even my smile was strained. Girl, just sit there and fucking listen! I should just give up. I decided. I'd give up if he had a girlfriend, didn't I? It's okay, really, I'm fine. Seeing Mr. Sugawa, who fell silent at my teasing words, I suddenly start to feel embarrassed. I'm being so embarrassing! Just because you get friendly with a business associate doesn't mean you can fall for them and butt into their calls. I feel like an idiot. There's no way someone like Mr. Sugawa doesn't have a girlfriend, and there's no way he'd date someone like me. I wanted to run away there and then, but my legs trembled and refused to move. Oh, that's the cheesecake. She's going into diabetic shock. I tried to think of something to say, but my mind was blank. Then Mr. Sugawa started to speak.
あのさ、なんでさっきの電話相手が僕の恋人だって思ったの？
He seemed very serious and even a bit angry. Why, he says. Ever since I first saw him with that woman, I had a feeling they were dating. I have a lot of reasons, but if I tell him, it will reveal how I feel about him. Girl. Besides...
Our language.
花言葉。それが何？
This was too much. I forcefully stood up, knocking the table in the process.
急にどうしたの？
I just remembered something I need to do. I have to go back to the office. Excuse me.
でもまだケーキ半分も食べてないのに。あ、待って。
He surely thought I was acting strange. Girl, that's the understatement of the century. He knew that, but I didn't know what else to do. I knew he might have had a girlfriend, even though I'm used to heartbreak. Even so, why? I didn't want anyone to see me cry, so I left the cafe and ran. You idiot! I didn't even have the courage to properly ask him from the start. What was I getting carried away for? I wonder why I thought I could just give up if he was already dating wait. I guess she's saying this out loud.
I wonder why I thought I could just give up if he was already dating someone.
If it doesn't work out, let's make sure this is a cherished memory. Why did I say that? It's just not possible. I guess I like him a lot more than I thought. I've always felt that way about Mr. Sugawa.
頑張ってくれたんですね。茎の切り口も綺麗だし、下葉はちゃんと取ってある。花を大
Yeah, okay, weird. I don't want to...
前回とは別の方。
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
I'm a freaking guy soaking wet.
I didn't know I had fallen this much in love. Despite being mischievous, he's kind, always serious about flowers and work. I didn't want to admit it, so I was just kidding myself. I liked that about him, and I found myself wanting to spend more time with him. I really like him more than anyone else. Why am I crying so much? The pain is so intense, unlike any heartbreak I'd experienced before, and the tears just won't stop. Girl, what the fuck? You didn't cry this much for your breakups?
What am I doing?
I stopped and wiped my tears. Only then did I notice the sound of someone running. Oh my god, he's gonna fucking...
捕まえた。
The one who grabbed my arm was Mr. Sugawa, gasping for breath.
あんた、本気で走りすぎ。
Boy, this behavior from me should be the reddest flag for you. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to that cafe and eat the rest of my cake and then go home and don't think about me again. What are you doing? Get out of here. You're fucking yourself up right now.
めちゃくちゃ走ったじゃん。こんな走ったのいつぶりだよ。もう。
I don't remember where or how I ran, but we were quite a distance from the cafe at this point. I was so surprised that Mr. Sugawa had chased me all this way, I almost stopped breathing.
Why are you crying? Yeah, why are you crying, Zod? Why are you crying? Okay, come up. Wanna come up? I'm not going over there to pick you up. If you want attention, you gotta come up here. Zod, come here.
Alright, just sit on the floor then, fine. Todd's being tsundere right now.
I'm not crying.
As I spoke, I turned away and looked down. At that moment, the tears that had been welling up in my eyes spilled and my ears became hot. I hate this. I don't want him to see me.
そうは見えない。どうしてなのか教えて。もしかして、僕なんかやらかした。
Yeah, you know, I guess you're right. Zod and her vag do have a lot in common. They both like to eat 2 sandwiches.
No, it wasn't you. You didn't do anything wrong.
While wiping my tears, I desperately searched for an excuse. What could I even tell him? What would make him settle down and leave me be? What would make him settle down, girl? As I remained silent, unable to think of anything, it seemed Mr. Sugawa took it as confirmation.
そう。僕なんだ。泣かすのは趣味じゃないんだけどな。
I let out a sigh of my own, knowing I couldn't say anything back. With my head down, Mr. Sugawa's hand reached out to me, but then he stopped.
ねえ、理由知りたい。ちゃんと謝らせて。
It's not something you should apologize for. I'm the one who's at fault.
あんたが？
I made an assumption. I had an embarrassing misunderstanding and some strange delusions. It's embarrassing to think about.
意味わかんない。原因は僕なんでしょ？
Well, yes, but no. It wasn't his fault. I fell in love on my own and got heartbroken on my own. Even though it was my fault, why was I thinking so selfishly? Even though I knew saying it would surely cause trouble.
It's because you have a girlfriend.
He clearly said on numerous occasions that he does not.
Because I learned that. At least that's what I thought. I thought I'd feel better if I cleared things up, but I accidentally started to cry.
I really was saying too much.
ああ、もしかしてさ、僕に恋人がいたのが嫌だったってこと？
I was really torn, but finally I nodded.
Yes.
それ、都合よく解釈しちゃうけど、いい？
However you want. I raised my face, unable to fully understand. There could still be traces of tears. If possible, I didn't want him to see my face. But Mr. Sugawa's voice... Hazan, stop crying! Buddy, just come up. Come here. Up! You little fucker. He's just sulking. He's such a baby. But Mr. Sugawa's voice and this atmosphere was very gentle. He asked me seriously as our eyes met.
あんたが僕のこと好きだって。
I knew it was obvious, but it's terribly embarrassing to be asked face to face. Yet, when I saw Mr. Sugawa's expression, I felt a tightness in my chest and couldn't look away.
No, I...
顔真っ赤。
Mr. Sugawa narrowed his eyes as he smiled, and the hand he had withdrawn earlier touched my cheek. Dad, shut up! Just jump up! Oh, now he wants to fight Chris. He doesn't want attention from me anymore. As his gentle fingers stroked my cheek, I realized that there were still tears left. I couldn't control my emotions, and as if to soothe me, he slowly added more words.
あのさ、さっきも言ったけど、電話の相手は彼女じゃないよ。
That's when he's like, "This is my girlfriend," and shows me a picture of an even hotter woman.
She isn't. But you seem to get along so well.
まあ、仲良さそうに聞こえたか。あれ、元カノ。
Your ex!
って言っても付き合ってたのは何年も前のことだし、向こうはもう結婚してる。今はいい友達かな。あの電話は僕が花を送るんじゃなくて、元カノが義理のお母さんにプレゼントする花の相談だったってわけ。わかった？
What about that important person?
Huh?
I thought maybe she's important to you, and that you always send a bouquet for her birthday filled with your feelings.
大切な恋人？なんでそんな。あ、クリスマスローズか。
Girl, were you not listening to a thing he just said?
Right.
僕も軽率だった。
Is that what flowers are, feelings? That's pretty gay.
I'm sorry. I'm really embarrassed by my misunderstanding. Please forget all of this. This isn't like me at all.
なんで謝るの？自分らしくないって思うくらい、あんたが動揺してくれて、勘違いだって嬉しいよ。そのくらい僕のこと考えてくれたってことでしょ。僕のことで泣いてくれるなんて嬉しい。泣いてるあんたには悪いけど。
Even after wiping my tears, Mr. Sugawa didn't leave me. He kept his gaze on me the whole time. So I can't run away anymore. It's like he's caught me in his grasp.
May I ask what you mean by happy?
Mr. Sugawa's gentle smile broke through. Of course, he replied.
僕もあんたと同じってこと。
Just like... He's just like me. I don't think that's possible. That's what I think, and yet... The heat of his fingertips when he caught me, and his gaze confuses me. As if to give an answer to someone as clueless as me. Whoa. Mr. Sugawa put his hand around my back and pulled me close.
あんたが好きだよ。
Whoa.
僕の心臓の音、わかる？笑っちゃうくらいドキドキしててさ。こんな風になるの、あんただけなんだ。
How many times have you used this line, bro? I don't get it, because I'm too excited.
僕が本気で欲しいのも、あん
When he whispered in my ear, I couldn't think of anything else. I closed my eyes tight. What I could comprehend, though, was that this wasn't just a hug you'd give to anyone. I could feel his wiener through his clothes. Eliminating all the distance between us, this hug conveyed something very precious. It was a gentle embrace, one you'd give to a lover.
だから、僕の恋人になってよ。
Your girlfriend?
My mind replayed the words, unable to fully understand. Then, he said it again.
彼女になって。あんたが望むなら、さっきの花束の依頼は断ったっていいし、連絡先も消すよ。
I mean, if you're just friends, it's not a big deal, right? What are you fucking her?
No way! That's okay, it's fine.
他にも気になることがある。何でも言ってくれていいよ。あんたが納得してくれるまで頑張るから。だから。
You don't have to try so hard. Don't be such a try whore. Don't be such a try hard fuckboy. I like you the way you are.
My lips trembled and my words halted. Mr. Sugawa was holding his breath, waiting for my next words. It's all right. I'm no longer ashamed of my feelings. You laughed and forgave my misunderstanding. Even if I start crying, it doesn't upset you. Even if I run away, you chase after me, and you wait until I can put my feelings into words. The person I admire.
I love you. I love you just the way you are, Mr. Sugawa.
Don't be such a try whore.
答え。
Yes, I might not be perfect, but I appreciate your understanding.
何そのお堅い返事。仕事じゃないんだからさ。
Oh, she for sure got that Tism Riz. She got that Tism Riz on lockdown.
でも、あんたらしいか。そういうところも。
He pulls me slightly closer, laughing as he hugs me tight. His face draws close, and he leans towards me. Mr. Sugawa whispers with a smile.
すごく可愛い。
Oh my fucking god, I can feel his wiener for sure now.
Oh, that's as far as I can go. As far as we're allowed to go today. Yay! Yay, 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 yay! That was pretty fun. That was a pretty good stream, I think. All things considered. I honestly thought I was gonna feel sicker throughout doing that. I'm glad I didn't. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get through all 8 chapters. No sickness! Yay! I mean, I do still feel a little wonky. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I wanted to stream all weekend, but then the allergies got their claws in me. So you are safe from me. For the rest of the weekend. Until next Friday, at least. Well, fingers crossed I won't be sick next weekend, too. Need me a woman who wants me to eliminate all previous acquaintances. Yeah. If she said, yeah, delete that fucking number, that would be an even redder flag, and he'd probably just be like, of course, my princess. I'll be your prince. Anything for you. I'm to visit the Hatman from Benadryl. I've never taken a Benadryl. I don't need it. But I have prescription allergy pills, and those definitely help. But yeah, I've never felt the symptom of, like, feeling like there's something stuck in my throat before. That was a weird thing to have yesterday. And then, I've gotten dizzy from headaches before, but it's been a while, so waking up with that was not fun. Waking up with that kind of sucked, just waking up and sitting up and being like, whoa, the room is spinning. That's probably not good. So I think I've probably pushed it as much as I can for this weekend with doing this stream. I'm glad I was able to do it though. We can't end with a sad song like that. Oh hell yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep resting up tomorrow so that I'm good for work in the coming week. And then we'll probably continue Dragon Age next Friday. What even is next week? The 7th? Yeah, that should be fine.
That should be good.
Hope you had fun watching. I had fun streaming that. Thanks again to the team for giving me that key. Wait. P-Cube is the publisher. Thanks again to them for giving me that shit. It's surprising considering what this place is like. Much like Genso Manage, I will be beating the rest of that on my own. Alex front page for Otome. That would be fucked up. What's going on Twitch right now? Let's take a look, see. Oh, Robo's playing Resident Evil? You know, that's kind of like an Otome if you think about it. With Leon? I know everyone here would probably kiss Leon for sure. If you say you wouldn't, you're lying. I know that for a fact.
Ain't no one turning down Leon Kennedy's supple lips.
Have a good weekend.
Don't kiss too many boys now.
Wilder prefers Chris Redfield. Ban AI Johnny Bravo. Ban him from the depths of Twitch. Chris Redfield the fuck. 10,000 Leon Kennedys kissed.